Time now for Green Bay Bullfrog Baseball on WOCO Stereo FM.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine.
Today's game being brought to you by 24/7 Well and Pump, Islandfeld, Saskatchewan, and Anderson, the NAW Credit Union, O'Connell Pharmacy, the O'Connell Falls Insurance, Stevenson National Bank and Trust, and Wiz Piggly Wiggly, also by America Inn, Brew Pub Pizza, Cellcom, Tri-City Glass, and Triangle Distributing.
Hello and welcome to Joe Annie Stadium here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It is America Weekend here at historic Joe Annie Stadium, and the Bullfrogs are set to host the Battle Creek Bombers. The Bombers out of Michigan have traveled over for a two-game home series against the Green Bay Bullfrogs. The Bullfrogs come into the game on a three-game skid, and they look to bounce back against the Bombers. The Bullfrogs in their America-themed jerseys for the weekend. In fact, even head coach, three-time All-Star Chris Sabo has put on his legendary number 17 for the affair. Fireworks after every game here in Green Bay today, tomorrow, and on Monday. We'll tell you the starting lineup here as we get through the pregame show. That's after the break. We'll also tell you, of course, the league table. Let's get started. The Kenosha Kingfish and the Madison Mallards are tied up 4-4 in the top of the fourth in a Big Top baseball showdown. The La Crosse Loggers have a 3-2 advantage over the Thunder Bay Border Cats in the top of the sixth inning. That's in Thunder Bay. The Duluth Huskies have traveled to St. Cloud to take on the Rocks. It's in the bottom of the first. In the top of the second, the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders are in Wisconsin Rapids taking on the Raptors. That score 0-0. The Lakeshore Chinooks and the Rockford Rivets are in pregame. The Eau Claire Express have traveled to Waterloo to take on the Bucks. The Wilmer Stingers have traveled to Rochester. The Bismarck Larks have traveled to Mankato, and the Wisconsin Woodchucks are in Kalamazoo taking on the Growlers. There is some unfortunate weather in the area. You look out into left field and it is gray, dark, and ugly. But if you look over into right field, you see some blue skies and some puffy white clouds. So we'll see if the rain can hold off here in Green Bay. You hope it is, because it is a projected sellout crowd here in Green Bay. The Bullfrogs coming off a loss last night against the Wisconsin Woodchucks, where they would fall 5-1. They would allow 3 unearned runs, and Jared Toby would get the loss. The Wisconsin Woodchucks jump the Green Bay Bullfrogs after last night's victory, as the Frogs now sit at 9th in the South Division, besting only the Kalamazoo Growlers. The Wisconsin Woodchucks are in 8th. The Fond du Lac Dock Spiders tied for that 7th place position, rather not 8th with the Wisconsin Woodchucks. Both teams 12-19. As we go up the table, in 6th is the Lakeshore Chinooks. They are now above 500. They sit at 16-15 on a 4-game winning streak. The Rockford Rivets sit at 16-14. The Madison Mallards, they're in 4th in the South Division at 17-14. And the Battle Creek Bombers, that's who's here in Green Bay. They are 3rd in the South Division. They've won 5 of their last 10 games. They're at 18-13. The Kenosha Kingfish are sitting in 2nd at 20-11. And the Wisconsin Rapids Raptors still up at the top of the table at 24-7. The Green Bay Bullfrogs have won just 2 of their last 10 games. They have been struggling. However, of course, they have won 2 of their last 5. So a win tonight would put them a little bit better in those standings and tie them for the 7th place teams, the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders and the Wisconsin Woodchucks. They were tied with those 2 teams the other day. However, since then, of course, that has kind of tampered off. The coaches' meeting has come to a close as Sabo and the head coach of the Battle Creek Bombers go back to their respective dugouts. Brian Solomon Sauce is the head coach of the Battle Creek Bombers. He's assisted by Brendan Pennington and Brian Faulds. Your coaches for the Green Bay Bullfrogs: Chris Sabo, 3-time All-Star Rookie of the Year for the Cincinnati Reds, is the field manager. Chris Marston's head coach of Principia College is the assistant coach, and Mike Ramazzani out of San Diego University is the hitting coach. They are also assisted by Matt Ellenbest, this year's volunteer coach for the Green Bay Bullfrogs, out of the Bullfrogs' old team, that is. A player turned coach. He is your volunteer coach. We were able to meet up with Andy Archer before the game yesterday for an interview. We'll play that on the back side of the pregame show. But your lineup for the Battle Creek Bombers: Alec Trella, the third baseman, is leading things off for the Battle Creek Bombers. Batting second, Alex Howard. He'll be playing shortstop. Batting third, the first baseman, Tom Stoffel. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, J.D. Mundy. Batting fifth, the catcher, Justin Felix. Batting sixth, Nick Walker, the right fielder. Batting seventh, Jordan Getzelman, the center fielder. Batting eighth, Winston Welch, the left fielder. And in the 9-hole, Nikola Vasic, the second baseman. And your lineup for the Green Bay Bullfrogs: leading things off, the left fielder out of UC Irvine, Mikey Falia. Batting second, the shortstop, Aaron Pleschner out of San Jose State. Batting third, out of Gonzaga University, playing center field, Troy Johnston. Batting fifth, the designated hitter out of Youngstown State, Kyle Binio. Batting sixth, the third baseman out of Oakland University, Ben Hart. Batting sixth, playing first base out of Scottsdale Community College, Alex Pinner. Batting seventh, the right fielder out of Mississippi State, Tanner Poole. Batting eighth, the catcher out of the University of Arkansas, Zach Plunkett. And in the 9-hole, out of Minnesota, the second baseman, Riley Smith. Your starter tonight for the Green Bay Bullfrogs, Nick Parr. And your starter for the Battle Creek Bombers will be Jared Middleton. The national anthem about to be played here on America Weekend. Stay tuned for that second half of this pregame show, where we were able to meet up with Georgia Tech's Andy Archer. The right-handed pitcher for the Bullfrogs this season has been a bright spot. He talked about what his goals are for the summer. So stay tuned. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Do you feel like you're paying too much for your medication? Stop in at Oconto Pharmacy and see our pharmacist, Ron Poom, about our cost minimization program. We can save you some money. The Oconto Pharmacy, our family helping your family. Just like a great coach, State Farm agents Margie Dahl and Oconto and Paul Huberty and Lena can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business, agents Margie Dahl and Paul Huberty can help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, agents Margie Dahl and Paul Huberty will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So for all your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agents Margie Dahl at 834-5151 and Paul Huberty at 829-5555.
Triangle Distributing is a diversified distributor of high-quality beverages that is focused on providing customer satisfaction, service with well-trained personnel that drives the market through teamwork, goals, and strong relationships.
Uniform. Listen in.
Really enjoyed it so far. The team's great, and so are the coaches, and my host was awesome. So I couldn't ask for a better situation, really.
Have you ever been a part of something where it's just day in and day out like the Northwoods League? I know I've asked a lot of other guys. I've seen a wide range of answers. Do you like it? Are you tired? How is it like?
No, man, I've never been a part of anything this, I guess, busy, but it's awesome because, you know, it's a lot like what the pro lifestyle is like. So I really enjoy getting to do that. And the guys, you know, like I said, are great. And so I'm really enjoying, you know, seeing these guys every day and, you know, come out to the ballpark and get better. So it's awesome.
So you spent this last season with Georgia Tech in the ACC. Of course, you're going to be going back there next year. What's your goals that you wanted to get done this summer to bring back to Georgia Tech next year?
Yep, so the first thing I wanted to work on this summer was working on my slider. And so I think that's, you know, a big pitch that's going to help me find my way into the weekend rotation next year, because that's goal number 2 for me, is to find my way into the weekend rotation as a starting pitcher next year. And number 3 is just kind of my focus, because sometimes when I'm out there on the mound, I kind of like, it's kind of bad. I like lose focus and just kind of start laying pitches over the plate. And sometimes, you know, I get hurt. Definitely get up my share of home runs this year. But, yeah, it's just, you know, one of those things I need to work on to help bring my game up to the next level.
Awesome. Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
That was Andy Archer, of course, right-handed pitcher for the Green Bay Bullfrogs out of Georgia Tech. If you're looking on the Northwoods League web stream, you have noticed that out of nowhere, the bottom has dropped out on the Green Bay Bullfrogs here. At historic Joanne Stadium, the rain has started to fall. However, it was just a quick shower, now just some slight sprinkles, and a very weird change of events. I mean, it was just downpouring for about 5 to 15 seconds there. Now all of a sudden, I don't even know if it's raining anymore. So a nice quick shower down on the field gets to those new Green Bay Bullfrogs uniforms a little damp. Nice washing before the Bullfrogs put them on for the first time, I guess you could say. The Green Bay Bullfrogs in their white uniforms tonight. It's America themed. The Green Bay Bullfrogs across the chest with lettering in red, white, and blue. Blue numbers on the back with stars as well. It's a really neat uniform. In fact, you can go check them out on our Twitter at GB Bullfrogs and our Instagram at GB Bullfrogs. Nick Parr, the starter on the mound tonight for the Green Bay Bullfrogs, deals in a strike to start off the game. The 0-1 delivery. That one misses, however, inside another breaking ball. A 1-1 count here to the leadoff batter for the Battle Creek Bombers, Alec Trella. Starting things off is Trella, Alex Howard, and Tom Stoffel. 1-1 pitch, a fastball that runs wide, moves the count to 2 balls and a strike. Bullfrogs coming off of last night against the Wisconsin Woodchucks. They dropped that one 5-1, now on a 3-game skid. The 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed, evens the count 2-2. Last night, the Bullfrogs would manage just a couple of hits. They struggled throughout the entirety of the night. In fact, struggled offensively against the entire series against the Woodchucks. 2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled back past the awning. Count stays at 2-2. Of course, 2 nights ago here in Joanne Stadium, the Green Bay Bullfrogs would drop a game to the Wisconsin Woodchucks 1-0 in a pitcher's duel. The 2-2. Breaking ball that runs inside, just missing the zone there. And a full count here to start things out in Green Bay. Just got underway, top of the first inning, tied up 0-0. Parr deals in the payoff pitch, swung on, fouled back into the backstop netting. That was headed straight for the middle press box there. Will stay at a full count. Of course, in that pitcher's duel, Connor Wallersheim would be named the player of the night. Payoff pitch, ball 4, fastball that runs low. Nick Parr put some speed on it, 87 miles per hour, but he's frustrated with himself. You could tell when he got the ball back from catcher Zach Plunkett. A scowling face as he's frustrated that he walked his first batter he faced. So Alex Trella over at first base now after getting walked. That will bring up Alex Howard, the shortstop. Howard, the right-handed hitter, stands in. The right-handed pitcher, Park, deals him a fastball that swung on a line drive in foul territory left side, just past the third base coach for the Bombers. 0-1. Bombers in their black tops with gray pants and red hats. Black tops accented in red and white, some stripes on the sleeves. Bombers written across the chest. 0-1 pitch finds the zone, moves the count to 0-2. Nick Parr ahead. Nick Parr out of Oakland University, of course, teammates with Ben Hart, who's standing over at third base. One of the couple of duos of players that we've seen over the season from the same schools. Parr comes set, stares down the new batter Howard and deals. 0-2 pitch, runs wide, a breaking ball, moves the count to a strike, or rather a ball and 2 strikes. Trella takes a lead over at first, and Howard stands back in. The shortstop's await, a throw back over to first from Nick Parr. Trella slides back in safely, no tag from the first baseman Alex Pinner. The 1-2 pitch. That one runs in the dirt, moves the count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Some great deals and some great funds this weekend for America Weekend. Of course, you can check out the bases here in Green Bay. They are an America theme for the weekend. 2-2 pitch. Swung on a belting line drive deep into left field. Tracking back is Alex Falia, and it's off the warning track and off the wall. Rounding first is Alec Trella. They're going to send him home. The throw from the shortstop, Alex Pleshner, not in time. The runner comes across and scores. The Battle Creek Bombers get a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. It's an RBI double from Alex Howard. He belted a line drive deep into left. Nothing that Falia could do but chase after it as it hit off the warning track, hit the Baycare Clinic sign square in the middle. And he throws it back in. An impressive throw from Plesher, just not on target. And it's a run for the Bombers. They take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. And the runner still in scoring position with Howard at second. Tom Stoffel now digs in, the first baseman. First pitch he sees, a fastball that runs low. Parr showing his power on his throws, but missing the strike zone that time. 89 miles per hour from the righty. So the Bullfrogs down here early. They've struggled this season when they give up the first runs. Majority of their wins this year have come from when they take the lead first. Tom Stoffel takes a swing at that one. It's a slow ground ball to the second baseman, Riley Smith, who catches it on the second bounce and sidearms it over to first for the first down. Moves the runner and Alex Howard over to third, however. He's now just 90 feet away from scoring. So now J.D. Mundy will dig in, the designated hitter out of Virginia Tech. J.D. Mundy, the left-handed hitter, awaits. Alex Parr deals to him. Fastball swung on, fly ball into left. Tracking back is Falia, gets underneath it and launches one in. Runner tags up, going for home. The throw, not in time. The second run comes across for the Battle Creek Bombers. It's a sacrifice, all RBI to left field from J.D. Mundy, and it's Alex Howard who comes across to score. 2 retired, however. Justin Felix now digging in for the Battle Creek Bombers, where they have an early 2-0 lead. To kind of put into perspective how demoralizing it is for the Bullfrogs to go down 2-0 here, they have not scored 2 runs in the last 18 innings combined. Of course, we're shut out against the Woodchucks 2 nights ago and only managed 1 run yesterday. The Battle Creek Bombers able to do it in their first inning against the Frogs. First pitch Felix sees goes by for a strike. 0-1 pitch. That one finds the zone. Parr gets ahead 0-2. An 0-2 count here. Nick Parr comes set now. The right-handed pitcher stares down Justin Felix, the catcher, and deals in the 0-2. Check swing that got away from Zach Plunkett there and bounced before it even made it to the plate. Count moves to 1-2. Felix comes set now. The right-handed hitter supporting his black and red batting gloves awaits. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing. That one comes around. Strike 3 for Nick Parr, and he gets out of the inning. Justin Felix check swung on it. It was his dropped strike. Plunkett picked it up and tagged him. The appeal over to first, and the umpire says the bat head came around. Third out on the board. It's a strikeout for Nick Parr, but it's 2 runs that come across to the top of the first inning for the Battle Creek Bombers. They take a 2-0 lead on to the bottom half of the frame we go. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network. Stay tuned.
Attention pizza lovers, have you tried a Brewpub pizza? Designed to be the best of the best pub pizzas ever made, every Brewpub Lots of Matza pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies and topped with over a half-pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Brewpub Lots of Matza pizzas are made right here in Wisconsin. Brewpub Lots of Matza pizzas are available at your local grocer and tavern. Check Brewpub Pizzas out at facebook.com/brewpubpizza and get more details at brewpubpizza.com. Brewpub Lots of Matza pizzas, official frozen pizza of the Green Bay Bullfrogs.
Tired of running to the bank for every little check? You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposit from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in O'Connell. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello and welcome back to Green Bay, Wisconsin, here at historic Joe Annie Stadium. The Bullfrogs trailing here early against the Battle Creek Bombers, 2-0. Due up for the Green Bay Bullfrogs will be Mikey Falia, Aaron Pleschner, and Troy Johnston. The 1-2-3 hitters as we just got underway here in the bottom of the first inning, which prior to the first pitch being thrown, we saw a downpour for about 30 seconds, and then all of a sudden all the rain disappeared. Now it's relatively sunny, however, still a bit cloudy on this about 70-degree day with a slight breeze from left to right field. The starting pitcher tonight for the Battle Creek Bombers is Jared Middleton. Middleton, of course, out of West Florida University. The freshman, a left-hander, currently stands at 5'11", 215. So not the lengthiest guy out on the mound for the Bombers today. However, we'll see how he can fare against this Bullfrogs team who have struggled at the plate this season. As a team currently second to last in batting average, hits, and runs. Mikey Falia will look to change that, the left fielder. He is a recent addition to this Green Bay Bullfrogs roster, and he has been a good one as well. Falia in 11 games has managed 12 hits and has a .286 batting average. First pitch he sees from Middleton. Fastball that runs low in the zone, finds the zone in fact, 0-1. Falia stands back in, the righty out of UC Irvine. 0-1 pitch to him. That one misses, however. A fastball that runs wide, 1-1. Middleton on the season for the Bombers. Currently, this is his 6th start. He's allowed a 6.51 ERA this year and 19.1 innings pitched. The 1-1 pitch finds the zone. 1-2. That one a breaking ball. The 1-2 pitch for Middleton. That one runs just outside. A nice breaking ball that time from Middleton. Looked like it was going to be well outside, but nearly snuck its way back into the strike zone. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Middleton deals and pitch, and it's swung on and found away right side, up and out of the stands. We'll stay at 2-2. The Green Bay Bullfrogs Stadium here, Joe Annie Stadium, should be relatively filled tonight. Right now, of course, on your screens, if you're watching on the Northwoods League web pass, you can see that the area right behind home plate nearly sold out. Well, that's because most of the fans that had bleacher tickets have scrambled their way underneath of the cover here. As, of course, that downpour that had happened earlier, it's not raining anymore, but as you can imagine, all the seats are pretty wet now. The 2-2 pitch runs inside for a ball. We have a full countdown to lead off this bottom of this first inning. The payoff pitch swung on, ground ball to the second baseman, Vasich. Sidearm throw over to first, and the first out on the board. Nikola Vasich over there at second base made that one look pretty easy. First out retired. That will bring up Aaron Pleshner, the shortstop out of San Jose State. Pleshner on the season for the Bullfrogs has been a bright spot, however, here recently struggling a bit. Was batting around 300 for the majority of the season, down to 278. In fact, last night after the game, he asked me if I could try to pad his stats a bit. First pitch he sees, a breaking ball that finds the zone, 0-1. Told him, sorry, man, I'll do my best. Just got to get it done out there. He said, I got one for you. Takes a cut at the 0-1 pitch. It's a small little blooper that's kind of right back to the pitcher in the infield grass. Jared Middleton runs over, scoops it up, and throws it over to first for the second out. So 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning, or rather the first inning. Troy Johnson digs in, the left-handed hitter out of Gonzaga University. Bullfrogs trail here early, 2 runs to none. Bombers got it done with 1 hit. First pitch that Johnson sees, a breaking ball that runs well outside. 1-0. Troy Johnson on the season batting .264 for the Bullfrogs, leads this team in RBIs with 18. Fastball that time, it's in there, lower outside third. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to him. Breaking ball that runs inside. That one looked like it was coming straight to Johnston, but nearly broke back into the zone. 2-1. Johnson stands in and awaits, supporting his Gonzaga batting gloves here. Takes a cut at the 2-1, but misses. Got a piece of it, in fact, actually. Foul tip into the glove of Justin Felix, the catcher. So 2-2 count, 2 outs on the board. Bottom of the first, Frogs trail to zip. The 2-2. Fastball outside. Moves the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes here. One of the first left-handed pitchers that the Frogs have really seen all season. It's Jared Middleton out on the bump for the Bombers. Payoff pitch. Check swing. He came around. Strike 3. Bullfrogs go down in order. 1, 2, 3. That'll do it for the first frame. On to the second we go. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network.
American Lodge and Suites Green Bay West is the ideal location for your next stay, whether you're traveling for business or pleasure. They are proud to provide the amenities you want most and deliver them at the highest level possible, starting with comfortable, quieter guest rooms. Welcome to genuine American hospitality.
Hi folks, this is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
Hello and welcome back to historic Joe Annie Stadium here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Top of the second inning, about to get underway. It's still Nick Parr out on the bump for the Bullfrogs after he allowed 1 hit and 2 runs in the top of the first to start things off. The storm clouds have kind of gone away, and now white puffy clouds out in the sky here in Green Bay. Not a bad day for baseball. Had a quick shower Just had to water the grass, I guess you could say. And Nick Parr, the right-handed pitcher, looks to try to turn things around here in this top of the second. Would manage a strikeout in that first inning, but allowed a double from Alex Howard, which would score Alec Trella. And then Howard would move on over to third from a ground out from Tom Stoffel. And then J.D. Mundy would hit a sacrifice fly onto left field that scored Howard. That's how they managed to get up 2 runs to none. And we're about to get underway with the top of the second inning where the 6, 7, 8 hitters are due up. It'll be Nick Walker, the right fielder, who digs in first for the Battle Creek Bombers. Nick Walker out of Austin Pay. The righty hitting lefty here stands in. 6'4", 215. He's got some size. Nick Parr comes set out on the bump for the Bullfrogs. Rock back and delivers. Fastball outside, 1-0. Nick Parr, he's got some size to him as well. And this guy definitely has the largest presence on the team out there, 6'3", 202. 1-0 pitch, swung on, a line drive deep into right center field. That's tracking back. That's at the warning track, and it's off the top of the wall. Throw in comes not in time. Wow. Haven't seen that this season. It's a shot way out there into right center field that legitimately hits off the top of the wall. Like, not the top portion, but the actual top of the wall out there, and bounces back into play. Right fielder Tanner Poole gets underneath of it and fires it back in, but it's a double for the right fielder Nick Walker. Head coach of the Battle Creek Bombers, Brian Solemnsauce, out having some words with the umpires. He thinks it should be called a home run. However, they're going to leave the runner over at second. And it's a leadoff double here in the top of the second inning. A couple more push-ups, a couple more pull-ups, and that one's out of here. So runner at second to start off the inning here for the Bombers, as they now have 2 hits. Runner in scoring position with no outs on the board, and Jordan Getzelman stands in. The right-handed hitter awaits. First pitch he sees, a breaking ball that swung on and missed. A nice pitch from Parr, 0-1. Little rainbow out in center field now after the rain had come and gone. Nick Parr checks the runner at second, and Walker and deals in the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Another dirty breaking ball from the righty out of Oakland. Nick Parr this past season for Oakland University would pitch 32 innings for the Golden Grizzlies, striking out 27. Would support a 4-3 record as well this past year. The 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. The first out on the board for the Bullfrogs. Much needed strikeout there for Nick Parr, of course, after watching a ball nearly escape the yard here. That'll bring up Jordan Getzelman. Or rather, excuse me, scoreboard got behind there. It's actually Winston Welch, the left fielder. Welch out of Arkansas State, one of many Arkansas State players on this roster for the Bombers. Welch stands in, pitch to him. Breaking ball that runs outside and low. Check swing at it, didn't go around. Only a 2-man crew here tonight. Of course, normally the Northwoods League has 3. First pitch after the ball, that one's in there. Breaking ball, that's right across Broadway. Moves the count, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second. Nice crowd here in Green Bay, I must add. Was projected sellout. Lining's deck pretty full out there and right. Nick Parr comes set, deals in the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Now Parr's feeling it out there. 0-2 pitch. When he gets the ball back from the catcher, Zach Plunkett, he kind of snatches at it, as if to say, that's right. Runner in Walker takes a lead over at second. Nick Parr comes set. The right-handed pitcher, Parr, comes set from the hip, stares down the right-handed batter Welsh and deals the 0-2. It's a breaking ball that runs inside that time, 1-2. Welsh slams his bat down on the plate and comes set, waves it around, supports the black batting gloves. 1-2 pitch, inside for a ball, evens the count, 2-2, with an out on the board and a runner at second. Winston Welsh on the season has had his struggles, batting just .156 for the Bombers, the worst on the team. In 13 games has just 7 hits and 7 RBIs. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Nick Parr gets him chasing at that one, as after he swings, he ends up on a knee. So 2 straight strikeouts here in the top of the second inning after a leadoff double from Nick Walker. Will bring up the 9-hole hitter, Nikola Vasic. The second baseman stands in, oddly leads the league in hit by pitches. Has been hit 15 times this season. Takes a cut at the first pitch he sees, ground ball left side, foul. That is an unbelievable number. 15 times he's been hit. And to make it even better, he might be the smallest target in all of the Northwoods League as well. Nick Vasic just stands at 5'8", 150, but has managed to be hit by 15 pitches. That is unreal. Nick Parr comes set, deals in the 0-1, finds the zone, 0-2 now with 2 outs on the board. Nick Parr looking to strike out 3 in a row here. Has 3 strikeouts already on the night. I mean, is he crowding the plate? Is he leaning into it? I mean, the next closest would be 3 on the team from Nick Walker. The 0-2 runs inside, breaking ball that finds the zone. The 4th strikeout of the night for Nick Parr. He gets 3 in a row here in the top of the second. On to the bottom half we go. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network.
Tri-City Glass and Doors, locally owned and family operated, and has been since 1960, specializing in commercial glass projects and automotive glass repair. Having grown up right here in Northeast Wisconsin, Tri-City understands your needs and wants to be the residential glass and door professionals you can count on. They're here for your family in all of life stages, from building an addition on your home for your newborn to applying Aquapel to your new driver's car. Additionally, they are locally owned, so there's no hoops to jump through. You can call them or come in at any time to talk directly to one of their glass and door experts.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents Margie Dahl, Oconto, and Paul Huberty and Lena can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business, agents Margie Dahl and Paul Huberty can help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, agents Margie Dahl and Paul Huberty will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So for all your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agents Margie Dahl at 834-5151 and Paul Huberty at 829-5555.
Hello and welcome back to Green Bay, Wisconsin here at Joe Annie Stadium. About to get on way with the bottom of the second inning where the Bullfrogs trail the Battle Creek Bombers 2-0. It's a gray, overcast day that has turned into a sunny, cloudy day, as we had a quick downpour out of nowhere right before the first pitch, and before Nick Parr dealt the first pitch of the game, it went away. The fans had ran for cover, but now back finding their seats in their bleacher section, as we have quite the crowded house here tonight. A good crowd on this Saturday night in Green Bay, as Kyle Binyo, the left fielder, digs in, or rather today, the designated hitter. The righty awaits, and Jared Middleton, the left-handed pitcher, deals in the first pitch. Swung on, it's a line drive deep into left. That's tracking back, and it's off the warning track and off the wall. Kyle Binyo rounding first, and he's going to get to second, standing up, leading off this bottom of the second inning with a stand-up double. The Bombers managed to double to lead off the top half of the inning, and then would strike out be struck out rather 3 times in a row. All those coming off the hands of right-handed pitcher Nick Parr. Bullfrogs looking to respond from a 2-run top of the first inning as they trail 2-0. Ben Hart stands in now, the right-handed hitter out of Oakland University. He stands in and await, and Jared Middleton stares him down. Checks the runner at second, comes home. Swung on a high pop-up, foul territory right side over by the first base bag. First baseman Tom Stoffel gets underneath of it and makes the grab. 1 retired. That'll bring up Alex Pinner. Alex Pinner, the third baseman out of Scottsdale Community College, stands in. Alex Pinner has had his ups and downs throughout the season. Currently batting .241. Here in the last 10 games or so, he's been better than that, however, sitting around .270. First pitch he sees from Jared Middleton, a fastball that runs low, 1-0. The runner over at second and Kyle Bino, he managed to double, and then Ben Hart would come up and pop up to the first baseman. A 1-0 count here with 1 out on the board. Bottom of the second inning, Bullfrogs trail by 2-0. Bino takes a lead from second. Middleton stares him down. Comes set, sends in the 1-0. It's a breaking ball that runs wide, 2-0. Middleton comes set now, holds the ball in his left hand behind his hip and stares down the catcher, Justin Felix, who shows him the signs. Likes the pitch he sees. Checks the runner at second and deals. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed. 2-1 now. Alex Pinner out of Scottsdale Community College, where he would be named a JUCO All-American. Will be playing for the Mississippi State Bulldogs, next year. Middleton comes set, the lefty, checks the runner at second, deals in the 2-1. It's a fastball that runs wide. Moves the count to 3-1 here. Alex Pinner, the switch hitter for the Bullfrogs. We've only seen him bat righty so many times this year. Against right-handed pitchers, he bats just 176, however. 3-1 pitch runs low and inside for ball 4, and Alex Pinner manages a walk. A free base for the switch hitter will bring up the right-handed hitter, Tanner Poole. The right fielder out of Mississippi State, of course, will be teammates with Alex Pinner next season. Stands in. Here in front of a packed house, I could say, here in Green Bay on this Saturday evening. A nice breeze in the air as well, comfortable temperatures. Jared Middleton checks the runner at second and deals in a fastball that runs inside corner for strike 0-1. It's a game where the Bullfrogs kind of almost seem desperate for a win. On a 3-game skid, have struggled offensively the past 2 nights. 2 runners on here with an out on the board. A 1 pitch to Poole finds the zone, 0-2. Poole on the season for the Bullfrogs comes into the game with a .230 batting average. Started off the year hot in his first game in a Bullfrogs uniform, would manage a triple and 2 doubles. Being named the Aurora Baycare Sports Medicine Player of the Game in his debut. He stands in with an opportunity for some RBIs here. 0-2 pitch runs well outside. Moves the count to 1-2. Tanner Poole here in the last 10 games or so for the Bullfrogs, batting just 161. Has really struggled since his hot start. 1-2 pitch to him. Breaking ball that finds the zone. A backwards K for Jared Middleton. His second strikeout of the night, and now 2 outs on the board. It's 3 strikes to pull, and it's 2 outs on the board. That will bring up the 8-hole hitter for the Green Bay Bullfrogs, Zach Plunkett. Plunkett back with the team after traveling down to Missouri for a couple of days due to a funeral. Didn't play last night for the Green Bay Bullfrogs in Wausau against the Wisconsin Woodchucks, where he would go 1 for 3. Would be one of just a couple of Bullfrogs that managed hits. Runners at first and second take their leads, and Jared Middleton stares down the runner at second. It deals in the first pitch to Plunkett, and it's a fastball that's low right across the plate in the zone. 0-1. Middleton, the lefty, stares down Plunkett. Deals in the 0-1 that nearly gets away from the catcher, Justin Felix. It was a breaking ball that ran at the feet of Plunkett. 1-1, 2 outs on the board, 2 runners on. Bottom of the second, Bullfrogs trail by 2, 0-2. Zach Plunkett this season against left-handed pitchers supports just a 105 batting average. But granted, they haven't seen too many. 1-1. Finds the zone. 1-2. It's been 18 of the 31 games that they faced off against them. Plunkett just 10 at-bats against the left-handed pitcher. Kyle Benio takes a lead from second. He managed a double to start off the inning. Alex Pinner stands over at first after getting walked. 1-2 pitch to Plunkett is low and in the dirt. Moves the count to 2-2. Pinner would manage a walk with just 1 out on the board, and then Tanner Poole would watch 3 pitches go by him. All for strikes. So 2 outs on the board and 2 runners on. Bottom of the second, Bullfrogs trying to respond from a 2-run top of the first from the Bombers. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. The 3rd strikeout of the night for Jared Middleton. And 2 runners stranded for the Bullfrogs here in the second frame. On to the 3rd we go. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network. Stay tuned.
It's the best time of the year to update your ride. NEW Credit Union's Super Summer Loan Sale. From July 10th to 28th, get super low rates as low as 2.49% annual percentage rate.
To jumpstart the big event, from July 10th to the 16th, you can find your perfect car, truck, or SUV from a selection brought in by trusted local dealers right to our credit union offices in O'Connell Falls, Oconto, and Surrey. Compare them side by side, or you can also visit a participating dealer and see their expanded selection.
Call NEW Credit Union for details at 800-924-1250. That's 800-924-1250. Get up to 100% financing during the Super Summer Loan Sale.
Borrower must meet NEW Credit Union membership eligibility and creditworthy requirements. All loans subject to approval. Example of repayment would be a monthly payment of about $17.75 per $1,000 borrowed for 60 months. Federally insured by the NCUA. Super Summer Loan Sale at NEW Credit Union. Get ready to own it!
Bye. Hello and welcome back to historic Joanne Stadium here on what is now a sunny Saturday evening. Packed crowd here to watch the Green Bay Bullfrogs on America Weekend. There'll be fireworks following every game here tonight, tomorrow, and on Monday night as well. That's July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. There's an America special as well where you can get a hat, 2 hot dogs, 2 pieces of apple pie, 2 sodas or 2 beers, whatever you want. I mean, it's a great deal. You're tuning in on the radio or on the web pass and you're in Green Bay or around the area, you better get on out here for America Weekend. See these Bullfrogs new uniforms in action. I mean, they are snazzy looking. I like them. All white, some blue stripes on them. around the neck and around the sleeves, and then the Bullfrogs in American flag colors across. So back up to the top of the lineup here on the top of the third inning. It'll be Alec Trella who digs in. Check swings at the first pitch he sees. Bat head came around, a 0-1 count with no outs on the board. Nick Parr rocks back and delivers the 0-1. That's a fastball that's in there for a strike as well. He falls behind the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Nick Parr coming off of an inning where he threw 3 straight strikeouts after allowing a leadoff double. Alec Trella would be walked in the first inning to lead off the game and come around to score. He would be the first run of that 2-run top of the first inning for the Bombers. Fastball runs low in the dirt, a 1-2 count now with no outs on the board, top of the third inning. 1-2 pitch comes by, breaking ball that finds the zone. Make that 4 strikeouts in a row now for Nick Parr after allowing a double to lead off the second inning and a double out back in the first inning. He's now already managed 5 strikeouts here in just 2 1/3 innings. First pitch to Alec Howard, runs inside, hits Howard right in the back. That one got away from him. A breaking ball that just hit him square in the back. Nick Parr says to his catcher, Zach Plunkett, come on, what was that? I don't know if he didn't like the breaking ball call or what it was, but he's frustrated with himself after he was really dealing out there. 4 Ks in a row. Tom Stoffel now digs in for the Battle Creek Bombers. Alex Howard, of course, managed that double back in the first inning that hit off the top of the wall out there. I mean, inches away from getting over the wall. I mean, I don't even know how it managed to bounce back into the stadium. It didn't really make sense. But an 0-1 count as Tom Stoffel watches a strike go by with 1 out on the board and Howard over at first. Stoffel takes a cut at the 0-1 pitch. It's a high fly ball deep into right field, and it's gone. A 2-run shot for the first baseman out of Virginia Tech, Tom Stoffel. He launches one over the right field wall, and just like that, Alec Trella comes around to score, and Tom Stoffel will come in and get some helmet taps from his teammates as the Battle Creek Bombers now have a 4-0 lead. After the solo, or rather the 2-run shot from Tom Stoffel, it'll bring up J.D. Mundy. First pitch he sees, swung on and found back 0-1. It's almost kind of confusing for Parr. He would strike out 4 batters in a row, then hit one, and then all of a sudden let up a homer. Let one hang over the strike zone, and Stoffel made him pay for it. First pitch J.D. Mundy sees is swung on and missed, an 0-1 count. The 0-1 delivery, swung on and missed. That's actually strike 3. Must have missed a pitch there, but it doesn't matter. It's another K for Nick Parr, his 2nd of the inning and 6th of the day. 6 strikeouts in 2 2/3 innings, but yet has allowed 4 runs already in this game. First pitch that Justin Felix sees a line driving to left field that drops fair. Center fielder for the Bullfrogs, Troy Johnston, runs over and scoops it up and throws it back into the infield. It's a single for Felix, his first hit of the day. That'll bring up Nick Walker, who led off the 2nd inning with a double. Last night, this Battle Creek's Bombers team would lose to the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders 2-4. They split this series with the Dock Spiders. Managed just 2 hits last night, already with 4 in this one. We're only in the top of the 3rd. First pitch that Nick Walker sees is a strike that finds the outside portion, 0-1. Felix takes the lead over at first. Throw back to first. Felix slides back in safely. Tagged by Alex Pinner, not in time. Nick Walker comes set again. Supports the batting sleeve on his right arm. 0-1 pitch. Gets away from the catcher, Nick Plunkett. It looked like it bounced off of his knee there and went all the way over to close towards the dugout of the Bullfrogs. That's how far away it got from Zach Plunkett. And so Justin Felix will jog over to second. Runner in scoring position now for the Bombers here in Green Bay, where the Bombers lead the Bullfrogs 4-0. This is a day after the Bullfrogs managed just one run in a two-game series against the Woodchucks. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball that runs inside. 2-1. Nick Walker stands back in. No batting gloves for the lefty. Haven't seen that too often this year. The 2-1 pitch. Runs wide. 3-1. 87-mile-per-hour heater. Nick Walker comes into the game for the Battle Creek Bombers, batting .290. As a team, they're batting .252 on the year. The 3-1 pitch. Runs inside, ball 4. Nick Parr walks his second runner of the game. So runners at first and second now will bring up Jordan Getzelman. He's one of the 6 strikeout victims today for Nick Parr. Would strike out in that second inning. We are here in the top of the third inning, where the Bombers have an early 4-0 lead over the Bullfrogs. First pitch that Getzelman sees, takes a huge cut at it, but it misses. A breaking ball that comes across 0-1. Getzelman has had his struggles at the plate. He's batting .182. 11 games, has managed 8 hits. Relative newcomer to the team for the Bombers. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball that runs inside, that time 1-1. Bullfrogs last night, of course, lost 5-1 after getting shut out by the Woodchucks in the first game of the series. 1-1 pitch swung on. It's a sky-rocketed fly ball onto left, and it finally comes down into the glove of Mikey Falia, and it's the third out. Bullfrogs managed to leave 2 runners stranded, but the Battle Creek Bombers managed 2 runs off the bat of Tom Stoffel, who had a 2-run shot over the right field wall. Stay tuned for the bottom of the third inning. The Bullfrogs will look to get a couple of runs of their own. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network. Stay tuned.
Combine the flavors of Italy with the heart of the Irish, add some Chicago flair, and you've got Gallagher's Pizza. For the best Chicago-style pizza north of the Illinois border, Gallagher's Pizza is your destination. Call now for delivery or pickup in Green Bay and De Pere. Gallagher's Pizza, home of the best lunch buffet in town. Visiting teams and combinations are brought to you by American Inn Lodge and Suites, Green Bay West. For toll-free reservations, contact 800-634-3444. American Inn Lodge and Suites, Green Bay West. Welcome to genuine American Inn hospitality.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Hello and welcome back to Green Bay, Wisconsin, here at historic Joe Annie Stadium. Bottom of the third inning about to get underway, where the Bullfrogs have a 4-run deficit in front of them. It's 2 runs in the top of the first and a 2-run shot in the top of the third that gives the Battle Creek Bombers a 4-0 lead. Due up for the Bullfrogs here will be the 9-1-2 hitters, and it'll be Riley Smith, the second baseman, who digs in for the Frogs. The right-handed hitter out of the University of Minnesota digs in.
Riley Smith.
Riley Smith this past season for Minnesota would have an all-right season, appeared in quite the many games. This past year, of course, coming off of a freshman All-Big Ten team year, where he batted .299. This past year, however, batted just .143. First pitch that Riley Smith sees is a strike that comes across 0-1. Watched it go by. Oh, 1 pitch, swung on a ground ball to the second baseman, Nikola Vasic. Slow grounder, he scoops it up, throws it over to Tom Stoffel, who makes the grab. One batter retired. Back up to the top of the lineup, that'll bring up Mikey Falia. Falia on the day 0 for 1, ground out to Vasic's last time up, the second baseman. Falia stands in. He waits. Of course, so far for the Bullfrogs, off to a good start, batting .286. Has 12 hits, 3 RBIs, and has been walked 7 times. Takes a cut at the first pitch he sees, fouls it back. 0-1. Bullfrogs on a 3-game skid have won just 2 of their last 10 games. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. 0-2. However, I don't think that record really portrays the picture of this Frogs team well, however. Of course, would drop many of close contests. 0-2 pitch. Runs inside and low. Moves the count to 1-2. Of course, the Bullfrogs would be up in the 9th inning in many games here over the past 10 games. In fact, 2 to be exact, where they would give up the leads and lose those contests. 1-2 pitch, misses, moves the count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And then you think back to the 1-0 contest that they dropped, if the Bullfrogs can just manage 2 runs, I mean, just like that, the Bullfrogs are 5-5 in their last 10. 2-2 pitch, swung on a slow grounder left side. Chopper to the third baseman, Trella. Hop steps, throws it over to first, and it's in time, beating out Falia by a step. 2 retired. It's Alec Trella, the third baseman over there, who makes the play on the infield grass. So 2 retired here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Aaron Pleschner will now dig in. Pleschman, the right-handed hitter out of San Jose State University, playing in one of his last games as a Frogs uniform. He won't be here too much longer, as he'll be going back to California here shortly. First pitch he sees, a fastball that runs wide, a 1-0 count. Jared Middleton out on the bump for the Bombers. Has allowed just 1 hit thus far. The 1-0 count, that one runs low as well. 2-0 now. Aaron Pleschner's last time up would chop one right back to the pitcher in Middleton, who picked it up and threw it over to first, retiring Pleschner back in the 1st inning. He stands in and awaits. The 2-0 pitch to him. Runs low also. 3 pitches, 3 balls. 2 outs on the board, nobody on. Aaron Pleschner at San Jose State, where this past season he would have a great year. 2nd on the team in hits for that San Jose State Spartan team. 62 on the season, managed 18 RBIs and had a .342 on-base percentage. 3-2 pitch comes across for a strike. Hitters count now. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Troy Johnston stands on deck for the Bullfrogs. Pleschner digs back in. Middleton rocks back and deals in the 3-1. Swung on, line drive to right field. That might drop fair. In fact, this does. It's a liner out to the corner by the Liney's deck. Rounding first is Aaron Pleschner, and he gets over to second, sliding in for a double. Aaron Pleschner, with 2 outs on the board, lines a double out into right field. It's Pleschner's just second double of the season. Aaron Pleshner has had 33 hits in a Bullfrogs uniform this year. However, that one just his second two-bagger. So with 2 outs on the board, runner in scoring position now for the Bullfrogs. As Troy Johnston, the leader for the Bullfrogs in RBIs, dig in. As the Bullfrogs trail 4-0 here, they could use a run. Middleton deals in the first pitch to Johnson. It's swung on. It's a fly ball into left. Looks like it's going to be an easy play for left fielder Winston Welsh. In fact, he gets underneath of it and grabs the can of corn for the third out. Bullfrogs leave one stranded in scoring position. On to the fourth frame we go. Bullfrogs trail 4-0. You're listening to the Bullfrogs Radio Network on WOCO Sports Stream. Stay tuned.
Over the past 60 years, Triangle Distributing has maintained itself as a leader in the market as it has responded to the changes in product innovation and consumer demands. It is in this commitment to employees, customers, community, and supplier partners that has enabled them to remain one of the best and most respected distributors in our state.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents Margie Dahl, Oconto, and Paul Huberty and Lena can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business, agents Margie Dahl and Paul Huberty can help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, agents Margie Dahl and Paul Huberty will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So for all your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agents Margie Dahl at 834-5151 and Paul Huberty at 829-5555.
Hello and welcome back to Green Bay, Wisconsin, here at historic Joe Annie Stadium. My name's Nolan Knight, top of the fourth inning, about to get underway, where the Bullfrogs trail the Battle Creek Bombers 4-0. It's 2 runs to lead off the game in the top of the first inning for the Bombers. Then a Tom Stoffel 2-run shot in the third inning brings us to where we are. The Bullfrogs have managed just 2 hits against 4 for the Bombers. As Nick Parr is still out on the bump for the Bullfrogs. Despite allowing 4 earned runs already in this contest, he has thrown 3 strikeouts. It's just been a couple of pitches that he loses his composure on, and the Bombers have made him suffer for it. First pitch he throws in the 4th inning is a strike that comes across, a breaking ball that Welch thought that was coming for him. He ducked away from it, but it broke back into the zone, 0-1. A 1 pitch to Welch. That one's outside. That gets away from Plunkett. 1-1. Bad boy runs over and picks up the ball here. And runs on back over to the right side. It's nice having the bad boy back. Of course, he hasn't been with the Frogs all season. Misses some games here and there. And Chris Marston was telling me about how you forget how nice it is to have him. He's been the one having to go shag balls. 1-1 pitch, runs inside for a ball. A 2-1 count now. The delivery from Parr. Breaking ball. Just misses the out inside black. Moves the count to 3-1. Winston Welsh out of Arkansas State, where he this past season played in 19 games, managing 35 hits. 3-1 pitch comes across the zone. Moves the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Just got underway with the top of the 4th inning. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball swung on. It's a slicer to the second baseman, Riley Smith, and he gets underneath of it for the first out. Welch is going to be frustrated with his swing at that one. Chased that one high. It was going to be a fastball that was going to be over the head of Zach Plunkett probably, but he swung at it, just got underneath of it, and Riley Smith makes the easy grab at second. 1 retired. That'll bring up Nikola Vasic. Vasic's last time up would strike out swinging. Stands in. Parr deals him a fastball. Swung on. That's a pop-up right side. Foul territory. Alex Pinner, the first baseman, makes the sliding grab at it in front of the dugout of the Bullfrogs. 2 retired. That will bring up Alec Trella, the third baseman. Trella would lead off the game with the walk and then come around to score in the first inning. and then strike out looking his last time up in the third. Trella stands in, the right-handed batter. Nick Parr comes set, rocks back, and delivers. Fastball that misses the zone low. A 1-0 count. Trella, the leadoff hitter for the Battle Creek Bombers. He awaits out of University of Memphis. A 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, and runs wide that time as well. A 2-0 count now. This past season, for the Tigers, would bat .263. Managed 61 hits and 34 RBIs, not having a bad freshman year. So far this season for the Bombers, however, has had his struggles, batting .167. 3-0 pitch, runs inside for a strike. Moves the count to 3-1 with 2 outs on the board. The delivery from Parr, fastball, swung on and missed. Full count now after Nick Parr works back after going down the count 3-0. He rocks back in, delivers. Payoff. Swung on a slow grounder down the first base line, and Nick Parr and Zach Plunkett can't agree on who's going to pick it up. Parr finally decides to and throws it over to first in time, just beating out Trella. Looked like it was going to be an easy out for the Bullfrogs, but Parr and Plunkett couldn't decide who was going to pick it up. Parr finally elects to and grabs it. Bullfrogs put them down in order in the fourth. 1, 2, 3 to the bottom we go. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network. Stay tuned.
Is the frozen pizza that you're eating at home tired and worn out? It just doesn't have its stuff anymore. Its toppings are low and inside while the cheese is chin music. The time has come, friends, to make the switch. Make the call to the Brew Pub Bullpen. Bring in the relief and get the win with Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizzas. Made with premium toppings, then smothered in over half a pound of fresh 100% Wisconsin-made mozzarella cheese, Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizzas are the ingredients for a great time. Find us online at brewpubpizza.com, on Facebook at Brew Pub Pizza, or follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Brew Pub Pizza. Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Did you know that we here at the O'Connell Pharmacy would mail your prescriptions to you? At the O'Connell Pharmacy, we would like to make things easy for you. The O'Connell Pharmacy, our family helping your family.
Folks likes the festival foods. It's the little things.
Hello and welcome back to Green Bay, Wisconsin, historic Joanne Stadium. Nolan Knight here, bottom of the fourth inning. Bullfrogs trail the Battle Creek Bombers 4-0. Just as a reminder, you can follow us on Twitter at GB Bullfrogs. You can follow us on Instagram at GB Bullfrogs as well. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network. And due up for the Bullfrogs is Kyle Bigno. Bigno would lead off the second inning with a double, however, be stranded over there in scoring position after the Bullfrogs would strike out to end that inning. He watches the first one go by for a ball, a 1-0 count. Bigno stands back in, the right-handed hitter out of Youngstown State. 1-0 delivery to him, a breaking ball that cuts back inside, 1-1. Bullfrogs trail 0-0 here in this bottom of the fourth inning. Middleton deals in the 1-1, breaking ball that runs wide that time, a 2-1 pitch. Count, I should say. Battle Creek Bombers, of course, travel all the way over from Michigan. Changing time zones along the way. 2-1 pitch, runs low. 3-1 count. Of course, not familiar with what a bomber is. Well, it is a mosquito that has a glove and a ball with them. 3-1 pitch, swung on a slow grounder to the shortstop, Howard. Throw across the fields in time, and the first batter is retired. Got a great mascot. I'll give him that. It might be one of the best mascots in the league, in fact. Big fan. First pitch to Ben Hart, who now digs in, is swung on. It's a fly ball deep into left center field. Tracking back is the center fielder, who gets underneath of it and makes the grab, staring into the sun. 2 down. That'll bring up Alex Pinner, the first baseman out of Scottsdale Community College. Pinner was walked his last time up and would be stranded over at first base back in that second inning. So Kyle Bino ground out to shortstop, and a pop up to center brings us at 2 outs on the board here in the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch that Alex Pinner sees, a fastball that finds the zone, 0-1. A 1 pitch misses away. 1-1 count now. Pinner stands in and waits. The 1-1 pitch to him, swung on and missed. 1-2. Alex Pinner, as mentioned earlier in the broadcast, transferring into Mississippi State. This past season at Scottsdale Community College, he would belt 11 home runs and 45 RBIs. 1-2 pitch comes in. Pinner check swings at it. Appeal down to first base umpire, did not go around. 2-2. Scottsdale Community College, all the way out in Arizona, home of the Fighting Artichokes. 2-2 pitch, runs wide, 3-2. Got to be the best nickname in sports, I think. I will give some credit to the Savannah Bananas, however, of the Coastal Plains League, or the Walla Walla Sweets in the West Coast League. Pitcher stumbles off the mound there. That was interesting looking. I thought it would be a balk, but no one's on base. Nonetheless, a full count, however. The delivery swung on and fouled away right side. Not sure how that's not a balk, to be honest with you. Thought that would be ball 4 and be another free base for Pinner, but I guess not. Of course, just a 2-man crew here tonight. So, lost a set of eyes. Payoff pitch. Runs low. There's ball 4. And Alex Pinner works his way on base for the second time tonight with another walk. He's shown some solid discipline all season. Leads this team in walks, in fact. So he stands over at first base. There's 2 outs on the board, and Tanner Poole now digs in. The right fielder struck out looking to be the second out back in that second inning. He's out of Mississippi State, where this past season would bat .225 in 47 starts. An active outfielder for that super regional team. Takes a cut at the first pitch he sees. It's a line driving to right that drops fair, and it's a base hit for Tanner Poole, now 1 for 2 on the night. Poole has been another member of this Bullfrogs team that's been nice to have on the team. Of course, he comes in about 12 games, 15 games or so, and has played well for the Bullfrogs. Had struggled a bit here recently. Of course, coming into the game for the Bullfrogs, supported a batting average of just .230. But after managing a hit there, that'll boost it up to .244. To kind of put it in perspective that he really doesn't have that many at-bats this year. Zach Plunkett will now dig in, the catcher out of the University of Arkansas. He went 1 for 3 last night, struck out his last time up back in that second inning, leaving 2 runners stranded. The right-handed hitter stands in and awaits the offering from Jared Middleton. Middleton checks the runner at second and deals. Swung on and missed from Plunkett. He was ahead of it, 0-1. Plunkett on the season, batting just 159, worst on the team. Righty stands back in and awaits the offering from Middleton. Middleton stares him down. Checks the runner at second. Gives him a long look, in fact, and deals the 0-1. Fastball that finds the zone. Plunkett goes behind the count 0-2. Plunkett sat out this past season for Arkansas, so was not a part of the Razorback team that made it to the regional finals. He stands in awaiting. Was joined by teammate Noah Miller. However, he was taken off the active roster today as he suffered an injury and went back home. 0-2 pitch. Just misses the zone. 1-2 now. Breaking ball that I thought might have gotten in there. A 1-2 count here. 2 outs on the board. Riley Smith stands on deck for the Frogs. Smith on the day 0 for 1 as well. Jared Middleton comes set. The lefty stares down Alex Penner at second and deals in the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 3, rather. The second strikeout of the night for Zach Plunkett. And 2 more runners left on base here in Green Bay. Bullfrogs trail 4-0. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network. Stay tuned.
Honey, get the camera. Riley's rolling again.
That dog always gets excited up here at the cabin.
Riley loves the woods, don't you, Riley? Roll, Riley, roll. You getting this?
I'm getting it all. It's fabulous. But we can't upload it until we get home.
Right, no data connection up here.
Challenge.
Coach McCarthy?
Mason Crosby.
Switch to Cellcom, guys. Our coverage is great, whether you're out here or anywhere coast to coast.
Yeah, Riley's fans don't want to wait.
Now Riley's really on a roll.
At Cellcom, we've got you covered out in the country and all across the country. Cellcom, built for you.
Very athletic. I think we can use him on special teams.
But not to kick, right?
We'll see.
It's Cellcom's Customer Appreciation Celebrations. Get smartphones from the top 2 brands for just a penny each, along with food prizes and sales on accessories. Cellcom, built for you. Available day of event only. New 2-year activation qualified upgrade required. Restrictions apply. Visit cellcom.com/celebrate for details.
Hello and welcome back. Top of the 5th inning. Nick Parr still out on the bump for the Frogs. So far on the night, has allowed 4 earned runs. However, he has thrown 6 strikeouts. Would manage a 1-2-3 inning in the 4th. We'll see what he can do here in the 5th. As due up for the Bombers is Alex Howard, Tom Stoffel, and J.D. Mundy. Stoffel, the batter that sent him deep over the right field wall. Alex Howard, his last time up, was hit by a pitch after starting his day off with an RBI double in the 1st inning. First pitch that he sees is a breaking ball that runs wide, a 1-0 count. Bullfrogs trail the Bombers here 4-0. Alex Howard stands back in. 1-0 pitch to him. Runs inside for a ball. A 2-0 count now. Nick Parr comes set, deals in the 1-0 in there. Rather, the 2-0. 2-1 now. Scoreboard a bit behind here. Me and that scoreboard have not gotten along this season. The 2-1, breaking ball. Swung on, ground ball right side. Nobody can get there. It's into the outfield, and it's a base hit for Alex Howard. He's now 2 for 2 on the day. That will bring up Tom Stoffel. The first baseman belted a 2-run shot over the right field wall his last time up. Has had a great season thus far for the Battle Creek Bombers. The Virginia Tech Hokie comes into the game supporting a .358 batting average. Last night against the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders, however, would go 0 for 4 with a golden sombrero. First pitch he sees, runs wide, 1-0. So you could say that, well, he might have made up for that. 2-run shot in the 3rd, I'd say so. Nick Parr comes set now. The righty deals in the 1-0. Runs high and wide, a 2-0 count now. Tom Stoffel has managed 39 hits, 11 doubles, 3 home runs. Leads the team in all 3 of those categories. 24 RBIs as well. Leads the team in that as well. The 3-0 pitch into Stoffel runs low at the feet of Zach Plunkett. Gets away from him. And the runner at first and Alex Howard jogs over to second. Runner in scoring position now for the Bombers as they threaten to break this thing open. No outs on the board. Tom Stoffel ahead in the count, 3-0. He's been walked 13 times this season as well. I mean, all in all, has had a great year in the Northwoods League. In fact, all Virginia Tech players have. 3-0 pitch goes by for a strike, 3-1. And that's not just because, of course, I might have a bias towards the Hokies. But J.D. Mundy's, he's batting .327. 3-1 pitch, swung on, fouled away left side. Nick Parr works his way back into the count after going down 3-0, full count now. J.D. Mundy, he's got 9 doubles, 6 home runs for the Battle Creek Bombers. And then, of course, the leader in nearly every category for the Wisconsin Woodchucks is a Hokie. Parr checks the runner at second, deals. Payoff pitch, runs wide, ball 4. Nick Parr works his way back into the count, but the payoff pitch runs well wide, a breaking ball. And now runners at first and second. So runners at first and second now, and the Virginia Tech product, the left-handed hitter, J.D. Mundy, stands in. First pitch he sees. Fastball that runs wide, snap throw to second. Nearly got him. That's what you've missed from Zach Plunkett while he was away. His defensive prowess behind the plate for the Bullfrog. Last night would catch 3 runners stealing. Nearly got someone on a snap throw there from second. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball that finds the zone, 1-1. Nick Parr comes set from the hip, checks Stoffel at second, deals, or rather Howard at second. It's a breaking ball that runs outside. It's a 2-1 count with no outs on the board. Bullfrogs trail the Battle Creek Bombers 4-0. Bombers coming into the game 3rd place in the South Division. 2-1 pitch, swung on, fouled away. 2-2. Mundy stands back in, the left-handed hitter. He awaits. Nick Parr comes set out of Oakland University. Checks the runner at second. Gives him another look and deals in the 2-2. Swung on, ground ball to Alex Pinner at first. He bobbles with it, but manages to come up with it. Runs over to the bag, stomps on it, and retires the first batter of the inning. So 1 out on the board. Both runners able to advance a bag. So now 2 runners in scoring position with J.D. Mundy over at second and Tom Stoffel at third. J.D. Mundy, of course, actually just grounded out to the first baseman. So it's Tom Stoffel at second and Alex Howard at third. And Justin Felix, the catcher, digs in. He's 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch he sees, check swing, didn't go around. It was in the dirt, 1-0. Justin Felix, his last time up, would manage a single and strike out back in the first inning. Would be the first victim of the day from Parr. He's got 6. Parr comes set, deals in the 1-0. Swung on a fly ball into left. Falia running forward, can't make the play. And he bobbles with it as well. A runner comes in and scores. And it's in single for the Bombers. It looked like it possibly could have been a play at the plate for the Bullfrogs, as Mikey Falia, the left fielder, looked like he might be able to snag that one and throw it in and leave runners stranded. But it bounces in front of him, and he tries to make the barehanded grab on it to get a better throw in from left, but he bobbles with it, and the runner over at third, and Alex Howard comes across to score. Bombers now have a 5-0 lead. Nick Walker, the right fielder tonight, digs in now, swings at the first pitch he sees, a breaking ball, 0-1. So it's an RBI single for Justin Felix. He's 2 for 3 on the day now. Nick Walker digs in. He's 1 for 1 with a double and a walk. Would be walked back in the third inning as the Bullfrogs trail 5-0 here. 0-1 pitch runs wide. And Zach Plunkett calls time and runs out to the mound to have a quick word with his pitcher and Nick Parr. A 1-1 count here with an out on the board. Runner at first and second. Nick Walker, the right fielder here tonight for the Bombers. Of course, out of Austin Pay, would transfer there from Columbia State Community College. The juniors got some size on him. In fact, the majority of this Battle Creek team does. 6'4", 210. This past season would bat .372. Nick Parr comes set, checks the runner at second. Deals in the 1-1. Breaking ball that runs inside. 2 balls and a strike and out on the board. 2 runners on as the Bombers looking to continue their solid night. The 2-1. Fastball swung on, line driving to left. That's going to drop fair. Tom Stoffel rounding third. He's going to come across to score. Justin Felix rounding third as well. They're going to send him home. There's no throw from Aaron Pleshner out in left, and it's a 2 RBI double for Nick Walker. It's a base hit that gets into the corner out there in left field, and the Bullfrogs struggles continue. Coming to the game, of course, on a 3-game skid. We're here in the top of the 5th inning, and they trail 7-0. Chris Marston's the pitching coach for the Green Bay Bullfrogs, comes out to the mound. Having a word with Plunkett and Nick Parr. And, of course, the Bullfrogs have had their struggles at the plate and on the mound this season. Nick Parr will continue for now, as there's been a right-hander warming up in the pen for the Frogs for some time now. However, with a runner at second and Nick Walker, Jordan Getzelman digs in. Getzelman 0 for 2 on the night. Parr's allowed 7 runs here in 5 innings thus far, or 4 1/3, rather, I should say. First pitch that Getzelman sees, swings and misses, an 89-mile-per-hour heater. Nick Parr, I mean, he's looked really good against some batters, and then some other guys have really broken open on him. Nick Walker's a guy, he stands over at second, 2 doubles on the night. Getzelman takes a swing at the 0-1 pitch. It's a fly ball into left. Falia's got a read on it, gets underneath of it, and grabs it. 2 outs on the board. Falia made the play out there in left, actually launched a throw over to second to Riley Smith to see if he could get Nick Walker out before he got back to the bag. Honestly, it was pretty close. However, not in time. So 2 outs on the board. Justin Welsh digs in. First pitch he sees, fastball in there. Winston Welsh, the left fielder on the night, 0 for 2, struck out back in the second. Popped up to second base in the 4th. Nick Parr comes set, stares down the batter and deals the 0-1, swung on and missed. Welsh falls behind the count 0-2. Nick Walker takes his lead from second. Nick Parr stands in. Ahead of the count, 0-2 with 2 outs on the board. Stares down Welsh. And deals. 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, swung on, just got a piece of it. Fouls it down into the dirt. Zach Plunkett can't put his glove on it. Count will stay. No balls and 2 strikes. Walsh stands back in out of Arkansas State, where this past season he would manage 35 hits. The 0-2 swung on, line drive right field, foul territory into the parking lot. Now they're past the right field side, just past the clubhouse and the Lanny's deck. And Welsh still stands back in, still an 0-2 count. He's a transfer out of New Mexico Military Institute. As he watches the 0-2 pitch run wide, breaking ball 1-2. In fact, there's 3 different guys from that JUCO school, or Military Institute, I should say. All of them transferred from New Mexico Military Institute into Arkansas State. 1-2 pitch, swung on, ground ball to third. Ben Hart scoops it up, throws it across the field to first. And the third out is on the board. Bullfrogs leave a runner stranded. However, the Bombers put 3 runs across in the top of the 5th inning. Bullfrogs trail Battle Creek 7-0. On to the bottom half of the 5th we go. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network. Stay tuned.
When you're looking for the perfect game for your appetite, look no further than Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizzas. Made with premium meats and veggies, then topped with over half a pound of 100% fresh, real mozzarella cheese made right here in Wisconsin. Every Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizza is a home run. Made with the hungry in mind, Brew Pub pizzas are big, bold, and belong in the big leagues of the frozen pizza industry. Enjoy a delicious piece of Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizza right now from the concession stand, or pick one up at your local favorite grocery store. Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in Wisconsin is this: without a committed team of coaches and administrators, it just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Hello and welcome back to a sunny, historic Joe Stadium. My name is Nolan Knight, voice of the Bullfrogs. Bottom of the 5th inning, Bullfrogs trail the Battle Creek Bombers 7-0. Due up for the Bullfrogs will be Riley Smith, the 9-hole hitter. Then back up to the top of the lineup with Mikey Falia and Aaron Pleshner. Riley Smith would ground out to second base his last time up. Coming into the game was batting .250. Smith would be the owner of 2 of the 4 hits against the Wisconsin Woodchucks back 2 nights ago here in Joe Stadium. However, would not find himself back in the lineup the night later. First pitch that comes across is swung on and fouled back right in front of the face of a member here in the deluxe club seating behind the home plate on the festival food stand. Middleton still out on the bump for the Bombers. Deals in the 0-1 pitch. It's low, 1-1. Riley Smith out of Minnesota. Grew up in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Just finished up this sophomore season. He awaits the 1-1. The delivery to him, swung on, a line drive left side. Finds the gap between the shortstop and third baseman. And it's his 3rd hit in 2 days. Just the 4th hit of the day for the Bullfrogs. And a runner over at first now, as Mikey Falia digs in. Falia, the right-handed batter out of UC Irvine, stands in, awaits the offering from Jared Middleton. Middleton, the lefty, comes set, stares down Riley at first, in fact throws it back. Riley runs back safely, no tag from the first baseman, Tom Stoffel. No outs on the board. Bullfrogs led off the inning here with a base hit. They look to try to get their second run in 2 games. First pitch into Falia's a fastball. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. Just really hasn't quite gone great for the Frogs, you could say. On the 3-game skid here. An 0-1 count with no outs on the board. Runner off from first. Throw down from the catcher, Felix. Not in time. Riley Smith now in scoring position at second. Hopefully, for the Bullfrogs, that's the spark they need. Riley Smith coming into the game for the Bullfrogs had not stolen a base previously. That his first of the season. So Smith now in scoring position, takes a lead from second, and Mikey Falia stands in. Has a 1-1 count. There's no outs on the board. The 1-1. Swung on, line drive right field. That gets past the second baseman, Vasich, and they're going to hold up the runner, Smith, who jogs on over to third after a nice throw by the right fielder, Nick Walker. But it's 2 hits now here in the 5th inning for the Bullfrogs. The 4th and 5th hits of the game come from Riley Smith and Mikey Falia. Falia coming into the at-bat was 0 for 2, now 1 for 3. After the base hit, he stands over at first, and Smith over at third, runners on the corners. Aaron Pleshner now digs in. Still no outs on the board. The righty out of San Jose State has struggled here recently, but been a good member of this Bullfrogs team this season. First pitch that he sees, a fastball that finds the outside corner. 0-1. Finally, something for this pro Bullfrog crowd to cheer about. Middleton comes set. The lefty throws back to first. Felias scampers back. Aaron Pleshner out of Redwood City, California. This past season batted .279 for the Spartans. He stands in with an 0-1 count, awaiting the offering from Jared Middleton. Middleton throws back to first. They catch Falia between the bags. Smith waiting to take off, but elects not to. They're still trying to get Falia. They make the tag there, and a run comes across for the Bullfrogs. It's ugly, but it's a run. The Bullfrogs have not had many over the past few days. Riley Smith over at third was just waiting and waiting and waiting, deciding when he wanted to take off for home, as Mikey Falia managed to spend a lot of time between first and second. It was going back and forth between Tom Stoffel, Vasich, and Howard. And finally, Smith takes off and slides in after Alex Howard applied the tag on Falia. Falia is caught stealing after a good pickoff move from Jared Middleton. However, Smith manages to come across and score for the Bullfrogs. They now trail 7-1. Aaron Pleshner takes a swing at the 0-1 pitch, 1-2. Swung on. That one a very defensive swing from Aaron Pleshner, but he manages to put it out in foul territory over towards the bullpen of the Frogs. The count will stay 0-2. So Aaron Pleshner doesn't even have to swing the bat, and the Bullfrogs get a run across. 0-2 pitch. Fastball, it runs inside, a 1-2 count now. Aaron Pleshner rearranges some dirt beneath his feet, steps out, and does his pre-at-bat ritual the same every time. Comes set, supporting the Franklin batting gloves. The 1-2 pitch runs inside, evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You haven't seen it. He steps out, stares down his bat, gives it a hard grip, gives a check swing, kicks his boot, hits the plate 2 times, rested on his shoulder and starts swinging around when the pitch comes in. 2-2 pitch swung on, a fly ball in right field. In foul territory, right fielder comes over and gets underneath of it. Nick Walker grabs the second out. Troy Johnston will now stand in for the Bullfrogs, a left-handed hitter out of Gonzaga with nobody on a base. To be honest with you, I'm kind of impressed with myself. I mean, I've really got that one down. He does it every time. It's been successful for him here recently, but he's on a cold streak, flies out there. Pleshner now 1 for 3 on the day after managing that double back in the third. First pitch to Johnson. Fastball, check swing, didn't go around. It looked like it was low, 1-0. Troy Johnson on the day 0 for 2, which strike out back in the first inning. Flew out to left his last time up. 0-1 pitch to Johnston. That's a fastball across Broadway, 1-1. Johnson coming off of a great season. His freshman season for Gonzaga, where he would bat .323. He stands in awaiting. The delivery from Middleton. Outside, a fastball, 2-1. Middleton not with the most speed on his pitches. His fastball's reaching just about 82 or 83. However, the Bullfrogs have managed just 1 run and 5 hits against them. Troy Johnson gets a hold of that one. It's a flying ball into left center field, but tracking back to his right is Jordan Genselman, and he gets underneath of it on the run and makes the grab, retires Johnson. Johnson now 0 for 3 on the day. The Bullfrogs trail by 6, but they manage a run in the bottom of the 5th inning. There's still some baseball to be played. They're not out of it. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network. Stay tuned.
It's the best time of the year to update your ride. NEW Credit Union's Super Summer Loan Sale. From July 10th to 28th, get super low rates as low as 2.49% annual percentage rate.
To jumpstart the big event, from July 10th to the 16th, you can find your perfect car, truck, or SUV from a selection brought in by trusted local dealers right to our credit union offices in Oconto Falls, Oconto, and Surrey. Compare them side by side, or you can also visit a participating dealer and see their expanded selection.
Call NEW Credit Union for details at 800-924-1250. That's 800-924-1250. Get up to 100% financing during the Super Summer Loan Sale.
Borrower must meet NEW Credit Union membership eligibility and creditworthy requirements. All loans subject to approval. Example of repayment would be a monthly payment of about $17.75 per $1,000 borrowed for 60 months. Federally insured by the NCUA. Super Summer Loan Sale at NEW Credit Union. Get ready to own it!
Hello and welcome back to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Historic Joe Annie Stadium. Top of the 6th inning, Bullfrogs trail the Battle Creek Bombers 7-1. New pitcher out on the mound for the Bullfrogs. It is Scott Gorsuch, the right-handed hurler out of UW Oshkosh. Scott Gorsuch out of Whitewater, Wisconsin. This past season for UW, Oshkosh would manage a 2.33 ERA, would go 1-1, throw 21 Ks, allow just 21 hits. The right-handed hurler looks to try to clean some things up for the Bullfrogs as they trail 7-1. They have 5 hits to the Battle Creek Bombers 6. Batter up here for the Battle Creek Bombers will be the second baseman, Nikola Vasic. First pitch to him, runs wide, 1-0. Nikola Vasic on the day 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to first. 1-0 pitch outside, or rather a pop up to first. 2-0 count here. No outs on the board. We're in the top of the 6th inning here on a sunny evening in Green Bay. Some weather in the forecast. People are a little worried about it. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed, 2-1. In fact, some folks came into the office today asking about what happens if it rains or not. We told them all, come on out, it's not going to rain. Sure enough, right before the first pitch, the bottom fell out. It was pouring and only lasted a minute. I would have liked to put a timer on it. In fact, that's how short it rained for. I mean, it was about 30 seconds, but since then, the clouds have gone away. It's blue skies. Now here, you get a nice sunset out in left field as well, as the 2-1 pitch runs inside for a ball. A 3-1 count. 3-1 to Vasich is swung on and missed. A big swing from Vasich. Full count. Nikola Vasich out of McHenry County College. As he watches the payoff pitch run wide for ball 4, he's on over to first base now. A recent commitment to Southern Illinois. This past season for McHenry County College would bat .394. Of course, McHenry, a part of that JUCO college scene. That school would qualify for the World Series, and he would be named an all-region selection. He now stands over at first, and Alec Trellis stands in. Vasich off from first, throw down from Plunkett. Not in time. Vasich gets one past Zach Plunkett, and he's frustrated with it. Comes back. He thought that he got him. It was close. I think the tag might have been applied on time, but the ball possibly not in the mitt yet. It was a low throw from Zach Plunkett, of course, coming off a night where he would hose 3 batters. Known for his ability to throw out batters, but Vasich, he wasn't worried about it. He now stands at second. The 1-0 pitch into Alec Trello runs high. Now a 2-0 count with no outs on the board. Nick Vasich in scoring position at second after getting on base after the walk. The right-hander awaits the offering. Scott Gorsuch deals in the 2-0. It's a ball that gets away from him. A breaking ball that runs so high that Zach Plunkett has to hop out of his stance to grab it. Does manage to get the mid on it. Count moves to 3 balls, no strike. Scott Gorsuch this past season posted a 1-1 record and managed to save. The 3-0. Fastball comes across, snap throw, not on time. It's ball 4, 4 straight pitches to Trella, 4 straight balls. Gorsuch has walked his last 2 batters, and Aaron Plesher, the shortstop, is going to come over and have a word with him. Looks like there's a couple more right-handers warming up in the pen for the Frogs. It'll be Brett Falk, the lefty out there, or rather the righty out there warming up. Bullpen for the Bombers stays cool. Likely we'll see Jared Middleton for the 6th as well. Runners take their lead here. No outs on the board. Bullfrogs trail 7-1. Alex Howard stands in, watches a fastball come across the plate, 0-1. Scott Gorsuch showing some speed, throws 87 out there for the Frogs. Oh, 1 pitch to Howard, comes across for a strike as well after walking 2 straight, now ahead 2-0. Alex Howard on the day, 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch and an RBI. 0-2 pitch, swung on, ground ball to the second baseman Smith. Throw to Pleshner in time, throw to first, not in time. It's a 4-6 out for the first out. Vasich manages to get over to third. So 1 out on the board and runners on the corners at first and third. Alex Howard just managing to beat out a double play for the Bullfrogs. That'll bring up Tom Stoffel, the first baseman, who is having a pretty good day. 1 for 2 with a walk. Managed the 2-run shot in the 3rd inning over the right field wall. Shows bunt, but pulls it away. It was high and wide. 1-0. Nick Vasich standing over at third. Howard over at first. Stoffel stands in, awaiting the offering. Scott Gorsuch stares him down and deals in the 1-0, which swung on and missed. 1-1. Stoffel looking for another home run, a huge swing. Stoffel out of Virginia Tech from Dayton, Ohio. This past season for the Hokies would have a phenomenal year. Batted .342, would smack 8 home runs and 49 RBIs. Managed second team All-ACC. 1-1 pitch, swung on, foul tip back into the glove, 1-2. Has a career fielding percentage of .995. That's pretty good. The lefty stands in here and awaits. Scott Gorsuch stares him down. He's ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The delivery. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 outs on the board. So after Stoffel manages a home run, Scott Gorsuch gets some payback for his buddy Nick Parr, striking him out. That'll bring up J.D. Mundy, the designated hitter. His last time up would manage a walk. Mundy, the left-handed hitter out of Virginia Tech. Another Hokie. Watch his first one go by for a ball on the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, ground ball up the middle of the field. Aaron Pleschner at shortstop manages to get his glove on it right over the second base bag. In fact, when he got the ball in his glove, he was already standing on the bag. That's the 3rd out. Bullfrogs leave 2 stranded. Solid job by Scott Gorsuch to come in and get out of that bind. That will do it for the top half of the 6th. To the bottom half we go. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network. Stay tuned.
American Lodge and Suites Green Bay West is the ideal location for your next stay, whether you're traveling for business or pleasure. They are proud to provide the amenities you want most and deliver them at the highest level possible, starting with comfortable, quieter guest rooms. Welcome to genuine American hospitality.
Is the frozen pizza that you're eating at home tired and worn out? It just doesn't have its stuff anymore. Its toppings are low and inside while the cheese is chin music. The time has come, friends, to make the switch. Make the call to the Brew Pub Bullpen. Bring in the relief and get the win with Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizzas. Made with premium toppings, then smothered in over half a pound of fresh 100% Wisconsin-made mozzarella cheese, Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizzas are the ingredients for a great time. Find us online at brewpubpizza.com, on Facebook at Brew Pub Pizza, or follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Brew Pub Pizza. Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Hello and welcome back to historic Joanne Stadium at Nolan Knight here. Boys of the Bullfrogs, bottom of the 6th inning about to get underway. It will still be the left-handed hurler out on the bump for the Bombers, Jared Middleton. So far on the day, has pitched a solid day, allowing just 1 run off of 5 hits. Middleton so far has just 4 strikeouts on the night. Of course, coming into the game has had his struggles, was at the bottom of the pitching staffs on the ERA list, but so far having a good one tonight has allowed just 1 run. Due up for the Bullfrogs will be the designated hitter, Kyle Binio. Kyle Binio on the night is 1 for 2. Would lead off his night in the 2nd inning with a double before being stranded out there. Then it will be Ben Hart and Alex Pinner in the hole. Ben Hart, the third baseman, is 0 for 2, and Alex Pinner has 2 walks on the night. So Benio, the right-handed hitter out of Youngstown State, stands in, awaiting his first pitch from the lefty. Kyle Benio this past season for Youngstown State would bat just 189, but be named to the All-Horizon League freshman team, as he would bat 283 against Horizon League teams. First pitch he sees goes by for a strike, watched it 0-1. Middleton rocks back, sends in the 0-1. It's swung on and fouled back into the netting. Count moves to 0-2. Kyle Beno leads this team in home runs this season with 4. However, I'm unsure if he's even hit one at home this year, however. The 0-2 pitch swung on a slow grounder to the second baseman, Vasich. Scoops it up easily and throws it over to first, beating out Kyle Beno by an easy 5 or 6 steps. One batter up, one batter down, and that will bring up Ben Hart, the third baseman today out of Oakland University. This past season for the Golden Grizzlies, Ben Hart would have his struggles. Batted just 200. However, back in 2016, had a great year and would bat 300 and be named a All-Horizon League second-team member. Had 5 stolen bases this past season with 12 RBIs. A 1-0 pitch to him, runs high. 2-0 count now. Ben Hart this season for the Bullfrogs has had his ups and downs. Went all the way down to batting about 230 at one point this season, but now has been a bit hotter, batting 260. The 2-0. Swung on a fly ball into left field. The center fielder, in fact, runs over, has a read on it, gets underneath of it, and grabs the out. 2 up, 2 down. Will bring up Alex Pinner. The Bullfrogs' struggles offensively continue, as over the past 23 innings, they have posted just 2 runs. Alex Pinner swings at the first pitch he sees. It's a fly ball into right. Nick Walker gets underneath of it and grabs the can of corn. Bullfrogs go down in order 1, 2, 3. Another perfect inning for Jared Middleton. His 3rd of the night. That will do it for the 6th frame. We're going to move on to the 7th inning. Due up for the Battle Creek Bombers will be Justin Felix, Nick Walker, and Jordan Getzelman. Stay tuned for the 7th. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network.
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
Over the past 60 years, Triangle Distributing has maintained itself as a leader in the market as it has responded to the changes in product innovation and consumer demands. It is in this commitment to employees, customers, community, and supplier partners that has enabled them to remain one of the best and most respected distributors in our state.
Hello and welcome back to historic Joanne Stadium. The Bullfrogs trail the Battle Creek Bombers 7-1. It will still be Scott Gorsuch out on the mound for the Bullfrogs, as he managed to leave a couple of runners stranded in the last inning. Would throw 1 strikeout in the inning as well. Due up for the Battle Creek Bombers will be Justin Felix. Felix is 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI. Would manage an RBI single back in the 5th inning, scoring Alex Howard. He stands in. First pitch he sees. Check swing, got a piece of it. 0-1. Justin Felix, he's another one of those guys out of Arkansas State University that transferred from New Mexico Military Institute. I mean, these guys have been together, I guess, now for 4 years all over the place. At New Mexico Military Institute, then at Arkansas State, and now this summer in Battle Creek. 0-1 pitch goes by for a strike, 1-1. This past season for Arkansas State, he would bat .257 and led the team with 8 home runs and 46 RBIs as well. 1-1 pitch goes by for a ball. A 2-1 count now. At New Mexico Military Institute, he led the team in batting average and home runs. 395 there in 17 home runs. Good for second best in school history. 2-2 pitch just fouled off. Or rather, 2-1 pitch just fouled off. Moves the count to 2-2. Fans get into it here. They want some half-price beer here. It would be the last inning they would be allowed to have it. Of course, the beer banner here at Joe Annie Stadium tonight is Justin Felix. The 2-2 delivery finds the zone. There's some half-price beer for the crowd. That's something to cheer about if you're a Bullfrogs fan. First batter retired in the top of the 7th inning. It's a backwards K as Justin Felix strikes out for the second time tonight. That will bring up Nick Walker, the right fielder. Walker has had a great day. 2 for 2 with a walk and 2 RBIs after his 2-run double back in the 5th inning. Coming into the at-bat for the Battle Creek Bombers, Nick Walker's batting .304. Would bring him over that 300 mark today. First pitch he sees, a fastball that finds the zone, 0-1. Nick Walker out of Austin Pay. Left-handed hitter awaits the 0-1 pitch to him. One sign wide. A 1-1 count here with an out on the board. Bullfrogs trail the Battle Creek Bombers 7-1 here in the top of the 7th inning. 1-1 pitch swung on, fouled away left side. 1-2. The Bullfrogs will be back here tomorrow to face off against the Bombers as well. And then we'll have a home-and-home series against the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders on Monday and Tuesday. Of course, Monday will be the home game. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 3, 2 straight strikeouts in a row for Gorsuch. The hometown guy is dealing out there now. His 3rd strikeout of the night. Scott Gorsuch, he's a guy that played his way onto the roster. Starting the season was on a temporary contract. Of course, just 10 days is all he gets. Pitched well in those 10 days. The Bullfrogs thought he deserved to stick around for the season, and he's made the most of it. First pitch he throws, runs wide, 1-0. New batter, Jordan Getzelman. The right-handed hitter stands back in. Out of Menlo College. The junior awaits. The 0-1 pitch swung on, fouled back. 1-1 rather, as it was a 1-0 pitch. Getzelman, an NAIA All-American. He transferred in from Kennesaw State. Before he played at Kennesaw State, he played for the national powerhouse Iowa Western Community College, where he would bat .330. Was one of the best players on one of the best JUCO schools. This past season at Menlo College, would bat .333 with 26 home runs and 60 RBIs. You could say he had a pretty good year. So far this season for the Bombers, however, batting just .170. 2-1 pitch, runs high and inside. Good Lord. Chin music for Getzelman. He has to dodge away from it. I mean, that was inches away from a concussion. The righty stands back in and awaits. He's 0 for 3 on the night, trying to get things going here in the Northwoods League. The 3-1 pitch to him. Breaking ball, it finds the zone. Or rather, a speedy fastball. I thought it had some spin on it. 86 miles per hour. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Getzelman stands in and awaits the offering from Gorsuch. Payoff pitch. Swung on, a fly ball into shallow center. Tracking back is Smith, the second baseman. He's called off by Troy Johnson, who makes the sliding grab out there in center. Scott Gorsuch puts them down in order in the 7th inning. Time for the 7th inning stretch. The Bullfrogs trail the Battle Creek Bombers 7-1. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network. Stay tuned.
Tri-City Glass and Doors, locally owned and family operated, and has been since 1960, specializing in commercial glass projects and automotive glass repair. Having grown up right here in Northeast Wisconsin, Tri-City understands your needs and wants to be the residential glass and door professionals you can count on. They're here for your family in all of life stages, from building an addition on your home for your newborn to applying Aquapel to your new driver's car. Additionally, they are locally owned, so there's no hoops to jump through. You can call them or come in at any time to talk directly to one of their glass and door experts. Triangle Distributing is a diversified distributor of high-quality beverages that is focused on providing customer satisfaction, service with well-trained personnel that drives the market through teamwork, goals, and strong relationships.
Hello and welcome back to historic Gowanus Stadium. Bottom of the 7th inning. About to get underway. New pitcher out on the mound for the Battle Creek Bombers. It's a right-handed hurler. We'll get you that number as fast as possible. It hasn't quite turned around for us to see it, however. Due up for the Bullfrogs will be Tanner Poole, the 3-hole hitter. Or rather, the 5-hole hitter. That's not right either. It's the 7-hole hitter. Excuse me. Tanner Poole, I guess, has dropped off a bit in the lineup card for the Frogs. At one point this year was the 3-hole hitter, and then he was the 5th, and now he's the 7th. He is 1 for 2 on the day. He managed a base hit in the 4th inning. Right-handed hitter out of Mississippi State will stand in. While I have your attention, if you have Twitter, you should follow us on it at GB Bullfrogs. If you have Instagram, you should follow us on it at GB Bullfrogs. And if you have Facebook, you should like us. Just look up Green Bay Bullfrogs. It's pretty easy. You might as well do it. New pitcher out on the mound, still trying to see that number. I think it might be 2. That's going to be my guess. It's 9. My guess was wrong. Number 9 for the Battle Creek Bombers is Zachary Hessel out of Miami-Dade. The sophomore right-handed pitcher out of Altoona, Pennsylvania, will pitch the next couple of innings for the Battle Creek Bombers. Right-handed pitcher will look to try to get past Tanner Poole, who has a base hit on the day. Struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. And he stands in, supporting that number 23. He awaits. Bullfrogs, of course, in their American uniforms here tonight. He awaits the offering from the new pitcher Hessel. The delivery swung on and missed. Jared Middleton's day has come to a close. Give the man some credit. Pitched a great game for the Battle Creek Bombers, and it was needed. Came into the game with one of the worst ERAs on the team, but proved that he had some worth here against the Bullfrogs. 0-1 offering goes by for a strike. 0-2. Of course, last night, I guess it's kind of been the trend for other teams to pitch necessarily not their best pitcher, and then they have good nights against them. That would happen against the Woodchucks last night and the night before last. 0-2 pitch swung on, chopper to the third baseman, Trella. Throw across the field in time, beats out Poole by 2 steps. First batter retired. Bullfrogs trail the Battle Creek Bombers here. 7-1. Zach Plunkett, the catcher, now digs in. The right-handed hitter out of the University of Arkansas awaits. Hessel stares him down. Comes set and deals. Swung on, fouled back. Actually gets past the awning there. I didn't think that was possible. There's a little gap between the netting and the top awning over top of this main seating. Ricocheted up and actually came down behind the netting for the first time all season. Who knew it was possible? Likely the most exciting thing that's happened tonight for the Bullfrogs, though. 0-1 pitch runs low. 1-1 now. An 0-1 count with an, or rather a 1-1 count with an out on the board. Nobody on. Bottom of the 7th. Plunkett awaits. Breaking ball misses wide. 2-1 count now. Plunkett would manage a base hit yesterday. However, 0 for 2 on the night with 2 strikeouts. He awaits. The delivery from Hessel. Swung on. It's a broken back little chopper to the shortstop who catches it, I thought, off of the fly, but it bounced one time and he managed to throw it over to first in time for the second out. Shortstop Alex Howard makes the grab on the run. That will bring up Riley Smith, the second baseman. The 9-hole hitter on the night is 1 for 2. 2 nights ago for the Bullfrogs, did manage 2 hits. Would be one of just 2 Bullfrogs that manage hits, as Brad Hamilton and Riley Smith both grabbed 2 in the 4-hit day for the Frogs on Thursday night. First pitch Riley Smith sees is a fastball that comes across the zone, 0-1. However, last night, Chris Sabo elected not to play either of them. The 2 guys that got the hits did not play that next game. They both sit out, get some rest. Bullfrogs, of course, lost last night 5-1. They trail 7-1 here. Riley Smith takes a cut at the 0-1. Fouls it away 0-2. So it's an 0-2 count with 2 outs on the board. There's nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning where the Bullfrogs trail 7-1. They've managed 5 hits on the day to the Battle Creek Bombers 6. Bombers would score 2 in the first, 2 in the third, 3 in the 5th, and have been held scoreless the past 2 innings. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes on first strikeout of the night for Hessel, and that does it for the 7th inning. On to the 8th inning we go. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network.
Honey, get the camera. Riley's rolling again.
That dog always gets excited up here at the cabin.
Riley loves the woods, don't you, Riley? Roll, Riley, roll. You getting this?
I'm getting it all. It's fabulous. But we can't upload it until we get home.
Right, no data connection up here.
Challenge.
Coach McCarthy?
Mason Crosby.
Switch to Cellcom, guys. Our coverage is great, whether you're out here or anywhere coast to coast.
Yeah, Riley's fans don't want to wait.
Now Riley's really on a roll.
At Cellcom, we've got you covered out in the country and all across the country. Cellcom, built for you.
Very athletic. I think we can use him on special teams.
But not to kick, right?
We'll see.
This summer at Cellcom, save $100 on a new LG G6, and we'll cover your cost to switch from another carrier. Cellcom, built for you. Activation, flex agreement, and data subscription required. Device trade-in required. Restrictions apply. Trademarks and names are property of their respective owners. Visit cellcom.com/save for complete details.
Hello and welcome back to Green Bay, Wisconsin. It is a beautiful night for baseball. However, the Bullfrogs have not played beautifully, unfortunately. They currently trail the Battle Creek Bombers 7-1. They have 5 hits on the night. They've held the Bombers to just 6 hits, but they've walked some runners here and there, and they have managed to let runners get into scoring position, and the Bombers have capitalized. That's kind of been the story of the night. It was 2 runs back in the first inning. An RBI single from Alex Howard and a sacrifice fly from J.D. Mundy in the first. A 2-run home run from Tom Stoffel in the third. And then in the 5th inning, an RBI single from Justin Felix and a 2 RBI double from Nick Walker gave the Bombers 7 runs. The Bullfrogs would get a run on the board in the bottom of the 5th inning. It came off of a steal situation for the Bullfrogs. Riley Smith would come across to score. Winston Welsh digs in now for the Battle Creek Bombers. First pitch he sees goes by for a ball. 1-0 pitch to him. Swung on, fouled away right side. Moves the count to 1-1 with no outs on Bombers is 0 for 2. Would be walked his last time up in the 6th inning and would steal a base. Fouls away the first pitch he sees, 0-1. Right-handed hitter out of McLean Community College stands in. Or rather, McHenry Community College. 0-1 pitch, runs away, gets away from Plunkett. The runner at first, and Winston Welsh will scamper on over to second. Plunkett will jog back, pick it up, and throw it back to his pitcher, Scott Gorsuch. Runner in scoring position now at second base with no outs on the board. Beseech this season for the Bombers has been a bright spot for this Bombers team. In fact, they've had quite the many guys that have had a solid year. The 1-1 pitch gets away from Gorsuch as well. It's a fastball that runs wide. Plunkett just manages to get his glove on it. And he's going to go out and have a quick word with his pitcher, Scott Gorsuch. Gives him the ball, says, "Come on, man, you got this," and gives him a pat on the bottom. A 2-1 count with no outs on the board. The ball boy runs on over, gives Plunkett, or rather the home plate umpire, some balls, and jogs on back. Scott Gorsuch, the right-hander, comes set. Deals in the 2-1. It's swung on a high pop-up right side in front of the Bullfrogs dugout and nearly hits the mascot in the head. He covers up and gives a long look over to the fans in that section, saying, "Why didn't you guys tell me that was about to happen?" Count moves to 2-2. Jeremiah, the Bullfrog here, mascot for the Bullfrog. The 2-2 pitch into Beseech is swung on. It's a little blooper right side. Then Alex Pinner can't get his glove on. Lands into the right field grass, and it's a double for Beseech. The throw to second gets off target, and the runner from third, Winston Welsh, stands up and gets over to score for the Bombers. Nick Beseech, using his speed, manages to make a single into a double, and then a throwing error by the first baseman, Alex Pinner, goes wide, gets into the outfield grass, and Beseech hops up, runs over to third, and Winston Welsh comes around to score. Bombers take a 8-1 lead here in the top of the 8th. Alec Trella, the third baseman, now digs in.
Combine the flavors of Italy with the heart of the Irish, add some Chicago flair, and you've got Gallagher's Pizza. For the best Chicago-style pizza north of the Illinois border, Gallagher's Pizza is your destination. Call now for delivery or pickup in Green Bay and De Pere. Gallagher's Pizza, home of the best lunch buffet in town.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today, 715-735-0583.
Perfect game for your appetite? Look no further than Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizzas. Made with premium meats and veggies, then topped with over half a pound of 100% fresh, real mozzarella cheese made right here in Wisconsin. Every Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza is a home run. Made with the hungry in mind, Brewpub pizzas are big, bold, and belong in the big leagues of the frozen pizza industry. Enjoy a delicious piece of Brewpub Lots of Matza pizza right now from the concession stand, or pick one up at your local favorite grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matza pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Visiting teams and combinations are brought to you by American Inn Lodge and Suites, Green Bay West. For toll-free reservations, contact 800-634-3444. American Inn Lodge and Suites, Green Bay West. Welcome to genuine American Inn hospitality.
Hello and welcome back to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here at historic Joe Annie Stadium, Darren Kelly now out on the bump for the Bullfrogs. He has been the brightest spot in the bullpen for the Frogs all season. Darren Kelly comes into the game for the Bullfrogs with an ERA that is all the way down to 0.77. He's allowed just one earned run the entire season and has an 11 2/3 innings pitched on the year. Has appeared in 9 games, this being his 10th, allowing just 7 hits. He has 7 strikeouts, has walked 3, and does not have a record. 2 saves on the year, however. Alex Howard stands in now, a 3-0 count to him with 2 runners on, first and third. 3-0 pitch runs high, and that will load the bases here. A tough spot for the pitcher, Darren Kelly, to come into, as you can imagine. Runners at first, second, and third. That will bring up Tom Stoffel, the first baseman. Stoffel's already got a home run on the day. It was a 2-run shot. If he can manage one here, it would be detrimental to the Bullfrogs' morale, that's for sure. First pitch he sees, a fastball that runs low and inside. And 1-0 count. Tom Stoffel out of Virginia Tech on the day, 1 for 3, home run and a walk. The 1-0 pitch to him. Fastball that finds the zone inside. 1-1. Runners take their lead at first, second, and third. And Darren Kelly takes a breath, deals in the 1-1. Swung on, line drive right field. That's going to score Vasich from third. And they're going to hold up the next runner. But now runner caught between the base paths as Tom Stoffel thought that they were going to be going somewhere. Now he kind of runs over to second. That's an interesting way to get out, to say the least. They had held up the runner over at third. The throw from the right fielder was launched into the infield. So I think Tom Stoffel thought that the throw was going to home plate, so the Bullfrogs managed to deke him. So despite the RBI single, Stoffel's caught between first and second because he thought he was going to be able to run over to second, and then he looked up and realized that Alec Trella was standing on the second base bag. Like, come on, man, really? And he just kind of stands there between the base paths, and Alex Pinner jogs over to him and applies the tag. 1 out on the board. New batter J.D. Mundy takes a cut at the first pitch he sees and fouls it back. 0-1. Hadn't seen that all season. So Tom Stoffel gets the single RBI. Alex Howard stands over at second. Alec Trella at third. And Nikola Vasich comes across to score after his double. An 0-1 pitch swung on, a skyrocketed fly ball into center field. Runner tags up. The throw from Troy Johnston to third. Not in time. Alec Trella comes across to score after tagging up. And Alex Howard slides in to third base. He's now just 90 feet away from giving this Bombers team an 11-1 lead, as the sacrifice fly from J.D. Mundy, which notably is his second of the day, scores Alec Trella. So Alex Howard over at third now, and Justin Felix digs in. He's 0 for 2 on the day as the Bullfrogs trail 10-1. It's their largest deficit at home all season. They've had blowouts on the road, but none like this at home. That pitch gets away from Darren Kelly, nearly hits Justin Felix in the head. I thought it did, but he stands in there, must not have hit him. And Zach Plunkett runs back and picks it up to make sure that Alex Howard doesn't come across to score. But Felix stands in now. 1-0 count with 2 outs on the board. Runner over at third. First pitch he sees after the 1-0 is swung on and fouled up and away. Past the press box here. 1-1 count with 2 outs on the board. We are in the top of the 8th inning, where the Bombers have already put 3 runs across. Justin Felix stands in. The right-handed hitter. The 1-1 pitch runs across wide. 2-1. Things have not gone in the Bullfrogs' way. And it's not because they've made a bunch of errors, and that's been the cause for a blowout in the past for the Bullfrogs. They just haven't managed hits in a timely manner. Pitching has struggled at times as the 2-1 pitch is launched in the left field. That's going back all the way into the corner. That's going to easily score the runner at third, and rounding first is Justin Felix. He's going to come into second for a stand-up RBI double. That will bring up Nick Walker, the right fielder. Bullfrogs with just 2 outs on the board. Another runner in scoring position now, as Darren Kelly manages, or rather allows, a run to come across. Nick Walker, the right fielder, stands in. Kelly deals in a fastball that finds the zone. 0-1. There's 2 outs on the board. There's a runner over at second, and there's 11 runs on the board for the Bombers. They lead 11-1. They have 9 hits on the night. 0-1 pitch, swung on, fouled away. 0-2. Trying my best here to think of something positive to say. I think the best thing that you can bring up is the fact that the first half of the season for the Bullfrogs is almost over. 2 games away from, or rather a few games away. 0-2 pitch comes across for a backwards K. There's something positive to say. Darren Kelly grabs a backwards K. He allows a run, but it wasn't off of him. It was not an earned run from Kelly, I should say. And so that's something to look forward to for him. And he's got a strikeout and 2 in the inning. So there you go. There's something to look forward to. Bullfrogs do trail 11-1, however. On to the bottom of the 8th inning we go. Bullfrogs trail 11-1. Stay tuned. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network.
Attention pizza lovers, have you tried a brewpub pizza? Designed to be the best of the best pub pizzas ever made, every brewpub Lots of Matza pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies and topped with over a half pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Brewpub Lots of Matza pizzas are made right here in Wisconsin. Brewpub Lots of Matza pizzas are available at your local grocer and tavern. Check Brewpub Pizzas out at facebook.com/brewpubpizza and get more details at brewpubpizza.com. Brewpub Lots of Matza pizzas, official frozen pizza of the Green Bay Bullfrogs.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today, 715-735-0583.
Hello and welcome back to Joe Annie Stadium. Bottom of the 8th inning, the Bullfrogs trail by 10 runs. 11-1 is the score here at historic Joe Annie Stadium, and the Bullfrogs are going to have to figure out a way to get their bats going here if they're going to have any shots at a 500 season. That's been their goal throughout the year, to get to that 500 rank or so, because if you sit around that 500 level, then you are in good spot to try to make the playoffs. The way the playoff system works is if you win the first half or you win the second half, you automatically get a playoff bid. Bullfrogs, of course, are ineligible to win the first half now, as we're pretty late into it. But, however, the second half of the season is a whole new season for this Bullfrogs team. And that's what I was saying. If you want to look forward to something, that's what you got to look forward to. The newcomers to this team, Falia, Poole, and Alonzo Jones, are great players. They're players to watch. In fact, Mikey Falia digs in now. It's still Zachary Hessel out on the mound for the Bombers. Falia swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it away left side, 0-1. There's going to be some more players that are leaving the Bullfrogs, and despite the fact that they've had good years, or rather good games for the Frogs, and have meant a lot to the team, they're going to be replaced, of course, by somebody. And those players coming in, they sound like they're going to be pretty good. Well, of course, we'll see who actually comes in the upcoming years. 0-1 pitch, swung on, a line drive right field, foul territory into the Liney's deck. A fan out there will grab a baseball as well. Not familiar with Green Bay and the Liney's deck? Well, if I had to recommend coming to the Bullfrogs game, that's where I would recommend you sit. All you can eat food until the 5th inning. All you can eat beer until or drink beer. If you could eat beer, that'd be interesting. But all you can drink beer until the 7th. That's a pretty good deal if you ask me. In a baseball game, and even get a baseball maybe, as someone just did out there. When it's an 0-2 count, Falia steps out of the box. He stares down his bat and awaits. Hessel stares Falia down and deals in the 0-2. Swung on, it's a blooper right side. First baseman Tom Stoffel gets underneath of it and gets the out. One retired. That'll bring up the 2-hole hitter in Aaron Pleshner. Aaron Pleshner on the day, 1 for 3. Did get a double in the 3rd inning, which was actually just his 3rd of the year. It was his 33rd hit, but just his 2nd double, which was interesting. Especially because Aaron Pleshner's got some speed. He's able to turn those, but really he's just managed some infield singles and some little bloopers out into the outfield throughout the season, and it's worked for him. He stands in, watches the first one go by for a strike, and 0-1 count now. Nessel stares him down, comes set at the hip, kicks his legs, and sends in the 0-1. Finds the zone, 0-2. Watch that one go by as well. Someone's getting some fireworks festivities started already as you hear some pops and booms out into the background. It's an 0-2 count here with an out on the board. Oh, then look at that firework. That's a big one. 0-2 pitch, swung on a slow grounder to the third baseman, Trella. Picks it up on the infield grass and throws it over to first base for the second out. 2 up, 2 down. Of course, if you stick around here in Green Bay, if you're listening in the stands, that is, there are going to be some fireworks after the game. Of course, part of the reason likely why there's still a lot of fans still around here in Green Bay. They've stuck around for the fireworks as the Bullfrogs trail by 10, 11-1. Troy Johnson will now dig in, the left-handed hitter out of Gonzaga. Lefty awaits the delivery to him, fastball wide, 1-0. Part of America Weekend here, which includes some nice deals on some seat packages, some nifty uniforms from the Bullfrogs, and some fireworks after every game. First pitch into par after the first ball is wide as well. A 2-0 count. Starting off the game for the Battle Creek Bombers was Jared Middleton. He had a great day. Would pitch 6 innings, allow just 5 hits, 1 earned run, would strike out 4 and walk 2. Hessel so far has pitched an inning and 2/3, striking out 1. Troy Johnson stands in, swings at the 1-0 pitch. It's a line drive up the middle of the field that gets into the outfield, and it's the 6th hit of the ball game for the Bullfrogs. The first of Troy Johnston. He's now 1 for 4 on the night. That will bring up Kyle Benio, the designated hitter. Kyle Benio, he's 1 for 3 with a double. Managed the double back in the 2nd inning before being left stranded there. His last time up, however, would ground out. He awaits the offer. Swung on. It's a fly ball into left. Shallow left, in fact. It might land in the Bermuda Triangle, and it does. Troy Johnston gets on over to third off of it, and it's a single for Kyle Benio, the 7th hit of the game now, as the Bullfrogs have put 2 in a row. The shortstop, Alex Howard, tracking back, tries to make the over-the-shoulder grab. However, he can't put his glove on it. It falls between the shortstop, center fielder, and left fielder, just in that spot where if you were at home plate and you wanted to throw the ball somewhere that nobody could get to, it'd be right there. Nobody could get to it. Everyone in a dead sprint to try to. Nearly a great play by Alex Howard. Give him credit for it, but he's unable to come up with it. And with 2 outs on the board, there's runners at first and third now. Ben Hart, the third baseman, digs in. First pitch to him. Fastball that runs high, a 1-0 count. Ben Hart out of Oakland University. On the day for the Bullfrogs is 0 for 3. He stands in, waving his bat around. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. Moves the count to a ball and a strike. Ben Hart, the redshirt junior for this Bullfrogs team. Actually, the oldest player on the team. 22. The 1-1. That one runs low and inside. A 2-1 count with 2 outs on the board. 2 runners on, first and third. Bullfrogs trail 11-1. Lights are on as night has fallen here in Green Bay. 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled back. 2-2. As fireworks continue to be popped off way out in left field, where the sun has set on Wisconsin. As we approach about 2.5 hours of play. Or rather, 3.5. 2-2 pitch, so 1 gone and missed. Strike 3. Bullfrogs leave 2 stranded. That will do it for the 8th inning. On to the 9th inning we go. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network. Stay tuned.
We've heard it time and time again. You want local loan decisions and servicing, faster turnaround, and answers to your questions handled right here in Oconto. At the Stevenson National Bank and Trust, we've got all of those bases covered, from local loan decisions and on-time closings to great rates and fair terms. Visit me, Bob Schwartz, at the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. I've helped many people, and now I'd like to help you with your next loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Hello and a welcome back to Green Bay, Wisconsin, here at historic Joanne Stadium. New pitcher out on the mound for the Bullfrogs. It's Brett Falk, the right-handed pitcher out of Lenore-Ryan University. The Bullfrogs trail the Battle Creek Bombers 11-1. The Bombers, of course, sit at third in the league. That is the South Division, of course, coming into the game. Brent Falk on the season for the Bullfrogs comes into the contest, supporting an ERA of 7.94. Not the best, but he's another one of those guys that has pitched some really good innings, and then he's had a game or two where he would have a bad inning. There's a new batter in. It'll be number 22, Cody Hawken, out of the University of Portland, out of Vancouver, Washington, all the way across the country playing some Summer League ball. First pitch he sees from Brett Falk is a ball that runs low, a 1-0 count. This would be the 8th appearance for Brett Falk. Has pitched 17 innings and thrown 15 strikeouts. 15-5 strikeout to walk ratio. As Hawken launches a foul ball over towards the dugout of the Bombers, 1-1. Just as a reminder, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at GB Bullfrog.
Who do I perform for?
Low, a 2-1 count now. The 2-1. Swung on, a pop up, foul territory, out of play, into the stands. Someone's nachos just fell on the ground What a horrible way to end your night here. Poor lady just lost her nachos, her drink, all of her food. She's just happy not to be hit, I think, however, on the right side. Oh well. She'll get some post-game fireworks to look forward to at least. 2-2 count here, no outs on the board. Saturday night in Green Bay, the Bullfrogs trail by 10. The 2-2 pitch runs wide. A full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tony Hawkins stands in with the full count now. The payoff pitch to him. Swung on a belting line drive right side that gets past the third base bag. Rounding first is Cody Hawkins, and he's going to get to second standing up. It's a hot shot of a ground ball over near the third base bag that just gets past Ben Hart and that third base bag. It was nearly foul. Gets all the way over towards the bullpen of the Bombers. And it's the 10th hit of the game for the Bombers. That'll bring up Winston Welsh for the Bombers. Welsh on the day 0 for 3 with a walk and a run. Both of those coming in the 8th inning, was a part of that 4-run 8th. First pitch goes by for a ball, a 1-0 count. Brad Falk, the right-handed pitcher, comes set. Checks the runner at second and Hawkins and deals the 1-0. That one's in there, however. 1-1. Northwoods League, pretty old. That's all. It started all the way back in 1994. 1-1 pitch from Falk, swung on and missed, 1-2. It was kind of an all-star league when it first started. It was just 5 teams in its inaugural season. Only 3 of those teams remain. The Woodchucks, the Honkers, and the Kenosha Croakers, now the Kingfish. It really picked up its popularity back in 2007, 2008, 2009 or so. That's when he went from having some, smaller schools into getting some really competing with the Cape Cod League for competition. A 2-2 count now after the 1-2 runs low. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. A drop strike 3. Or rather, no, it was strike 3. Didn't have to apply the tag. 1 away. That will bring up the 9-hole hitter. It'll be a new batter. So Nikola Vasic's day is done. It will be number 4, Cale Hinneman. Hinneman, the infield junior out of the University of Memphis. Hinneman transferred from Eastern Illinois, where he batted .280 with 50 career RBIs, redshirted this past year. And, of course, ever since then, it's really taken it off. It's skyrocketed. He swings at the first pitch he sees, and it's a line drive to the shortstop, Aaron Bleshner, who makes the grab. Wow. What a play from the shortstop. Gets an ovation from the crowd. 2 down. That will bring us back up to the top of the lineup. It'll be Alec Trella who digs in, the third baseman. Trella on the day 0 for 2 with 3 walks, actually. Some plate discipline tonight, as came around to score twice. He stands in, awaiting the offering from Falk. The 0-1, breaking ball that runs low, 1-1. Of course, 20 teams in the Northwoods League now has the best attendance of any other summer collegiate league in the nation. As a league, they average about 1,300 a game. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball that runs inside. 2-1, which is really unmatched by any other league. I mean, the Cape Cod League, their attendance is like below 500 a game. Coastal Plains League would probably be close to it. They average about 900 or so a game. 2-1, runs high. 3-1 count. Of course, this season, the Northwoods League added 2 teams, the Bismarck Larks in the North Division and the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders of the South Division. 3-1 pitch. Runs high, ball 4. 2 runners on now, first and second. Alec Trella at first. Hawken at second. And 2 outs on the board. That will bring up Alex Howard, the shortstop. Alex Howard on the day has a RBI double, a base hit, a hit by pitch, and also a walk. Watches the first one go by for a strike, 0-1. Of course, they added the Rockford Rivets 2 years ago, so they're a relatively new team as well. All 3 of those teams have done well with attendance in their inaugural season. The 0-1 comes inside for a ball, 0-2. Runner takes their lead from first and second, and 0-2 count to the shortstop Howard. 2 outs on the board. Falk deals, it runs wide. 1-2 count now. Of course, if you're unfamiliar with it, there's 2 teams in Michigan, a team in Illinois. Quite the many teams in Wisconsin. 1-2 pitch, swung on, a fly ball to left. Tracking back is Mikey Falia at the warning track and at the wall. It's off the wall. 1 run will score for the Bombers. They're going to send in another, and now the score is 13-1. Hawken comes around to score, and so does Alec Trella. Alex Howard with a 2 RBI double here in the top of the 9th inning. And the blowout becomes official. It's now a double-digit lead. Well, I guess it already was, wasn't it? But nonetheless, it's 13-1. Top of the 9th inning. Things have really fallen apart for the Bullfrogs here of late. First pitch that the new batter Tom Stoffel sees is fouled away right side, or rather, no, a pinch hitter for Stoffel. It will be number 19. No, it is Tom Stoffel. I'm sorry. On my lineup card, he was down as 11, but he is 19. Apology. 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2. 2 outs on the board. Runner at second, or in the top of the 9th. The Bullfrogs are going to suffer their 3rd loss here in Joanne Stadium in the past 4 days. Their 4th in a row. 0-2 pitch goes across for strike 3. Brett Falk strikes out Tom Stoffel. However, 2 runs come across in the top of the 9th. They trail 13-1. The Bullfrogs will get 3 more outs to try to chip away at this lead. But it's all going to be on the WOCO Sports Stream on the WOCO Radio Network. Stay tuned.
Who do I perform for? I perform for all the awesome composers whose music deserves to be heard.
I perform for all the stagehands who make sure I never miss a cue.
I perform for our high school choir director who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
I perform for Mrs. Evans, my high school debate coach, who has helped me become more confident than I ever dreamed possible.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
And welcome back to Green Bay, Wisconsin, historic Joanne Stadium. Nolan Knight here, voice of the Bullfrogs. Bottom of the ninth inning, and the Bullfrogs trail by 12 runs. 13-1 in favor of the Bombers. Has not gone in the Bullfrogs' favor here recently, as they have scored just 2 runs over the past 23 innings. Pitcher out on the mound. Looks still like 9. No, it's actually 8. So it's a new pitcher. However, I think it's still 9 because there's not an 8 on the roster unless it's a catcher, Jacob Blunt. You're not supposed to have... I was unaware that you could throw positional players. But it's definitely number 8 out there. So maybe I'm wrong. Probably am. It's Jacob Blunt out of Laverne, California. Maybe someone forgot their jersey. We saw that a couple of nights ago. Those things happen in the Northwoods League. There is a new pitcher out on the mound, however, and Alex Pinner, the first baseman, digs in. Switch hitter batting righty here. Watches the first one to go by for a strike, 0-1. On deck for the Frogs will be Tanner Poole, and then it will be Zach Plunkett in the hole. An 0-1 count here. The new pitcher out there deals in the 0-1. Swung on. Little pop-up left side. Tracking over towards the bullpen is the third baseman, Alec Trella, and he grabs it over there, receiving a celebration from his buddies out there in the bullpen. They hype him up. But it's the first down on the board here in the ninth inning. Bullfrogs down to 2 outs, and they trail by 12 runs. Tanner Poole digs in. He's got a hit on the day. He managed a single in this one back in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 3. No 1 pitch. Runs wide. Moves the count to 1-1 with an out on the board. Bottom of the 9th inning, Zach Plunkett on deck. Bullfrogs staring down their 4th loss in a row. As the 1-1 runs high, 2-1. They will drop to 2 of them, rather in their last 11 games, it will be 2 for the past 11. Tanner Poole swings at the 2-1 pitch, and there's a base hit for the right fielder out of Mississippi State over the head of the second baseman, Nikola Vasich. And it's the 7th hit of the game for the Frogs. That will bring up Zach Plunkett with an out on the board. It's Takeda Mexizin out on the mound. That's a tough name to say. Out of Franklin, Wisconsin, the freshman. On the roster is 17. Of course, that's a roster I printed quite the time ago today. So they probably updated it. Deals in the 1-0. It runs low. 1-0. Mexican on the season, 1-0, has a 2.34 ERA. This is his 9th appearance, has 14 strikeouts on the year. The 1-0 pitch into Plunkett. Runs high. A 2-0 count. Now on the board, Tanner Poole takes the lead over at first. Zach Plunkett supporting the lime green grip tape on his bat. Stands in. 2-0 pitch runs low. And now a 3-0 count with an out on the board. The Bullfrogs will face off against this Battle Creek Bomber team again tomorrow at home. First pitch scheduled for 6:35 as well. Will be the first Sunday showdown that's not a matinee, in fact. All the other Sunday games have been at 105, 105, 305, and 405, so we're getting later as we go along. That one finds the zone, a 3-1 count with an out on the board. Tanner Poole takes the lead over at first as the Bullfrogs try to get a run back against the Bomber. The 3-1 swung on and missed, moves it to a full count. Hefty swing from Plunkett. So a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes now on the board, and Tanner Poole over at first. Mexican comes set, the right-hander, and deals the payoff. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Another strikeout for Zach Plunkett. That's his third of the day. He goes 0 for 4. Now we'll bring up Riley Smith. He's 1 for 3 on the night. Got a base hit back in the 5th inning. In fact, he's the lone run that came across for the Bullfrogs. So Riley Smith will dig in for the Frogs. Of course, has been a nice addition thus far. Manages a base hit today, two days ago. Takes a cut at the first pitch he sees, fouls it back, 0-1. Smith batting .286 on his short season here in the Bullfrogs uniform. This just his 4th game played of the year. The righty stands in. Gives a check swing and awaits. Supports those maroon batting gloves out of the University of Minnesota. Mikey Falia on deck. Poole takes a lead from first. Mexican comes set. Deals in the 0-1. Swung on. It's a pop-up right side in front of the dugout, rather, of the Bullfrogs. And the first baseman, Tom Stoffel, jogs over, gets underneath of it, and makes the grab. That ends the game, and that gives the victory to the Battle Creek Bombers. They defeat the Green Bay Bullfrogs 13-1. The Green Bay Bullfrogs fall to 11-21 on the season. The Battle Creek Bombers improve on their already very impressive record. They now sit at 19-13. They've won 6 of their last 10 games. The Bullfrogs have lost 2 of their last 8 after that one. We'll be back here tomorrow for the rematch. Starting pitcher for the Green Bay Bullfrogs in that game will be William Gilbert. Getting the win on the night for the Battle Creek Bombers is Jared Middleton. He pitched 6 innings, allowed 5 hits, got 1 earned run, walked 2, struck out 4. He was relieved by Hessel, who pitched 2 in a third innings, allowed 3 hits, did not give up a run, did not walk anyone, and struck out 2. Mexican comes in to end the game. He pitched 1 inning, allowed 1 strikeout. Or rather, did not allow 1 hit, struck out 1. For Green Bay, getting losses, Nick Parr. In 7 innings pitched, he allowed 7 earned runs, or rather in 5 innings pitched, allowed 7 earned runs, would walk 3 and strike out 6. Scott Gorsuch comes into the game, pitched 2 innings, allowed 3 runs, 2 earned, allowed 1 hit, struck out 3, and walked 5. Darren Kelly came in to pitch 1 inning, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, and struck out 1. Brett Falk came in. He pitched an inning, allowed 2 hits, did not give up an earned run, and he struck out 2. Those are your pitchers. Notable players for the Bullfrogs: Tanner Poole, 2 for 4. Kyle Bino, 2 for 4. For the Battle Creek Bombers, a multitude of players had multi-hit days. Justin Felix went 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs and a run. Nick Walker went 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, a walk and a run. Tom Stoffel went 2 for 4 with 2 runs, 3 RBIs. He managed a 2-run home run. Howard, he goes 3 for 4 with 3 runs, 3 RBIs, and a walk. And that are all of your notable players. For those of you still sticking around on the radio network, stay tuned for the rest of the postgame show. You're listening to the WOCO Sports Stream on the Bullfrogs Radio Network. Have a good night.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Wisconsin did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Hello and welcome back to historic Joe Annie Stadium. Fireworks out in the background. The Bullfrogs drop game one of this two-game home series against the Battle Creek Bombers. 13-1. It is their fourth loss in a row. Of course, they went on a 5-game skid a couple of nights ago before going on a 2-game win streak. They'll face off against the Bombers again tomorrow and then against the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders on Monday and Tuesday. The Dock Spiders, of course, are one of the two teams at the Bull to, of course, sweep this season. We'll give you the scoreboard around the league here. As I refresh my page, a bunch of games have gone final. There's still some going on. The Kenosha Kingfish dropped game against the Madison Mallards 6-7 in a Big Top Baseball showdown. The La Crosse Loggers are in Thunder Bay. They managed a 1-run victory, a 10-inning game, in fact, over the Thunder Bay Border Cats, 5-4. The Fond du Lac Dock Spiders drop a game to the Wisconsin Rapids Raptors, 2-6. The Duluth Huskies, they drop a game to the St. Cloud Rocks, 2-4. The Eau Claire Express drop a game to the Waterloo Bucks, 3-8. The Lakeshore Chinooks lose to the Rockford Rivets, 2-3. The Wisconsin Woodchucks just managed a win against the Kalamazoo Growlers. They win 6-5 in Kalamazoo. The game's still going on tonight. The Bismarck Larks are in the top of the 8th inning. They trail the Mankato Moondogs by 9, 10-1. In the top of the 7th inning, the Wilmore Stingers have put 10 runs on the Rochester Honkers. Honkers trail by 6, 10-4. And, of course, your final here in Green Bay. Green Bay Bullfrogs 1, Battle Creek Bombers 11. Your Aurora Baycare Sports Medicine Player of the Game is going to have to be, let's see here. There was two players that got multi-hit days. Tanner Poole, he went 2 for 4, and Kyle Binio, who went 2 for 4. Binio managed a double and a single. However, Tanner Poole just got 2 singles. So we're going to give it to Kyle Binio. He got the multi-hit game. Of course, yesterday got 2 hits as well, but had 2 errors. So he missed out on the Aurora Baycare Sports Medicine Award. So your Aurora Baycare Sports Medicine Player of the Game is Kyle Binio. Of course, losing pitcher tonight, Nick Parr. Winning pitcher, Middleton. That will do it here in Green Bay. We'll catch you tomorrow. As always, it's a pleasure calling Green Bay Bullfrogs baseball. Thanks for lending your ears, and thanks to the producer back in the studio. Thanks for sticking around despite this shutout. We'll catch you next time tomorrow, same time, 6:25. Later.
That has been Green Bay Bullfrog Baseball on WLCO Stereo FM. Today's game being brought to you by 24/7 Well and Pump, Islandfeld, Saskatchewan, and Anderson, the NAW Credit Union, O'Connell Pharmacy, the O'Connell Falls Insurance, Stevenson National Bank and Trust, and with Piggly Wiggly. Also by America Inn, Brew Pub Pizza, Cellcom, Tri-City Glass, and Triangle Distributing. Stay tuned for more Green Bay Bullfrog Baseball on 107.1 WOCO Stereo FM. Have a great day.